mọ́ọ̀nù Mohbad débi kó fẹ́ tọ́ pé bákan ní ìṣe. Ó dẹ̀ ti fi wọ́n pé ó mọ̀ pé ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ òun yẹn kò kí ń ṣe ọmọ Mohbad ṣùgbọ́n fẹ́ fi kó nǹkan lọ. Tí kò Mohbad ò bá kàn tí nǹkan kan Mohbad ò bá kàn ṣùgbọ́n wà ní kàn.
Bí mo fún kéèyàn máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kéèyàn lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ó mọ̀ pé Mohbad kan ló lọ́mọ yẹn. Ó mọ̀ pé kò sí ètò kan òun kò sí ẹ̀bà lè ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ìkọ́kọ́ Mohbad ò kàn ṣùgbọ́n ogun Mohbad kàn. Mr. Vincent Wùmí wà ní kọ́.
Ṣàlàyé fún Mr. Vincent tó wà kóòtù lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí láti fẹ́ kó ogún. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí orúkọ alọ́ba ló fẹ́ fi kó ogún.
Ó fẹ́ ọlọ́run jẹ́ alọ́ba which jẹ́ pé kò wà proven she is not legally married. Even the so-called child tó náà ń bí fún Mohbad is still questionable because we have not detected the paternity of that child. Ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó ogún ẹ̀ ó fẹ́ gba ogún Mohbad. Ṣé rí ọkú tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó sọ pé ṣé DNA ó fẹ́ fún wa ní kinní ni. In a case of Mohbad, it's not just an ordinary case. Mohbad case is an homicide case. And under homicide case, everything surrounding that boy needs to be investigated, including the so-called boy, Tobifun. DNA could be a motive. You don't feel a funny apart.
What I believe in DNA.
So only that educate because
I believe in DNA.
No, to was corona inquest. To was under the law, under the court of the one can understand the way. Ìjà tí Mohbad àti Wùmí jà on that night tí Mohbad join yẹn tó délé lágbàdo tí ń lọ láti sọ́tún lọ sí show is based on the paternity of that child. On a normal good day tó bá ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ni àbí tí court bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ni ó jẹ́ DNA should be one of the first thing láti ṣe when it comes to the investigation of this case. But wọn ò ṣe DNA yẹn because àwọn ọlọ́mọ ń tán bò wọn ò fẹ́ káṣírí yẹn kó tú síta. But ọ̀rọ̀ tí gbogbo wọn ti sọ síta ń kọ́. So that is the main reason we have to do that DNA to know if that child belongs to Mohbad. It could be a motive to pa ọmọ yẹn. Gbogbo alamọ pé tóbìnrin bá ọdọbìnrin tó bá ń dọ́kọ ó lè gbọ́kọ. Tó bá gbọ́ ọmọ tí òṣọmọ ẹ̀ wá ó lè torí ẹ̀ pa. And evidence tó ní gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú ilé wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé Mohbad ti kú. Hours. Even the doctor said it before Kotobu was hospital. So those are the things.
Gbogbo yẹn la mọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo yẹn Vincent àti Williams mọ̀ gbogbo yẹn. Ẹ má sọ fún wọn sórí mọ́. Vincent mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ sọ fún mi. Vincent mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ sọ fún mi bí bàbá ṣe mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad. Ẹ sọ wípé bàbá mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad. Ṣé bàbá wà lára àwọn 15 people tó wà ní pẹ̀lú mi? Ẹ jẹ́ kó dáhùn kò ní ìdí pé kó má sọ ẹ má sọ ẹ jẹ́ kó má sọ mọ́. Mr. Vincent ẹ sọ fún mi ṣé bàbá wà náà àwọn 15 people tó wà nínú ilé gbà tí Mohbad kú ni àbí bàbá ti débẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó kú tán? Ẹ sọ fún wa bó ṣe mọ̀ fún. Mr. Vincent sọ pé ọmọ yẹn ti ara ẹ ti yá. Mr. Vincent ò mú yẹn sọ́wọ́ pé ara ẹ ti yá pé kó máa lọ lé náà wọ́n mú yẹn sọ́wọ́. Pẹ̀lú bí tí Wùmí ti sọ pé ó sọmọ nù bàbá tó sọmọ nù bí òun lẹ́gẹ̀sì Mohbad kún ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ òkun ayé òkun.
Appreciate everyone.
Àwọn ti fẹ́ pẹ̀ka life wọ́n ti instruct pẹ̀ka life ni. Kẹ́kẹ́ pa life ni.
For the passion and better Nigeria, a safer state. To have a safer state for our youth. That's it. I appreciate that. What's the problem? Because then we come on it. By the time the DNA bá jáde, a fẹ́ 2/1, a fẹ́ 1/3, 3-0. La fẹ́ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ the same properties fún bàbá àtọmọ. Anything other than that.
Even though kí kọ́ọ̀tù tàbí ìwé jẹ́ the same thing, kí bàbá jẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀. Wọ́n sì máa padà á máa kó sí.
Kò sí nǹkan tó jọ.
Kọ́ máa dán sí.
Kò jọ o.
Kò jọ o.
Hello, my darling. I thought you were about to
Hello, baby.
turn the light off. I was just typing to say, bring me.
Yes.
Yeah, before you go, I do have I have a question for Wumi because it's very strange. Sorry, I've been cleaning. I've been listening to you guys, but it's my cleaning day today. Anyways, is, let me go let me go straight to the point. Wumi, it's very, very obvious that all of a sudden you now concerned of the well-being of your child. Because from the onset, you've been displaying that child on the social media, parading as if, oh, he's the biological son of Mohbad. So why is it all of a sudden now that they have chosen a place to do the DNA, now you are concerned about the well-being of that child? When you were laying curses on the Mohbad's dad, saying that he piled his son the way that he piled his son, you were not concerned then. And then when you also said Mohbad piled in the place of Liam, you were not concerned then. When you were laying accusations of every individual you could lay your hands on, you were not concerned then. So why now that they have chosen a place to do DNA, all of a sudden you are concerned? Are you really sure that that kid belongs to Mohbad? Girl, it's about time for you to come clean with yourself. Because why? If you think the law will not ask you, nature will ask you. They said what goes around comes around. And for you to even have the audacity to say that the person that lost the child should be the one to be dealing with the whole thing, that you do not have anything to do with that.
Yes, ma'am.
Girl, you have some guts. Seriously. Because the father wasn't there when that young man gave the ghost. You, Wumi, you are the wife. You were there in that house when your husband gave the ghost, because you said so many times.
Well, how is it a crime for someone to ask you? And you a crime for us Nigerians, our fans? How is it a crime for us to ask you what happened to your husband, girl?
No,
what happened to your husband?
Because we were not there, but she came and told us that he piled in the house, that she was there cooking. So, girl, you have a lot of questions to answer. So you cannot tell us that you do not have anything to do with that. Girl, just pray that that kid belongs to Mohbad, because if that kid doesn't, oh, you already dug your grave and you are going to bury yourself in there. The whole Nigerians are going to be against you. You have to look for a way to run, girl.
I want to know.
Because since you are thinking that you have, succumbed the father of Mohbad, you can't succumb the whole public, girl.
That's the reaction, and that's how we're going to
You cannot, because Mohbad is the public property. So, girl, you better run, rabbit, run. That is all I have to say this morning. Let me get back to my.
Mohbad, you know that this property. Shodami ṣe mọ̀ pé ó wà ní ọmọ tó sọ wípé ọba ọmọ wọn ló kú. Orúkọ adọ́ba ló fẹ́ fi gba property. Kò sí ọkọ̀ kan pẹ̀lú ẹni tó fẹ́ gba property.
Kó wá wo nǹkan tá a máa fi ṣe. Thank you, Keyani. Very disrespectful to the dead. Very disrespectful. Ó fẹ́ gba property.
Tó bá jẹ́ pé Mohbad ló lọ́mọ yẹn, ṣé ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣé bá ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn? Tó bá jẹ́ pé Mohbad ló lọ́mọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Kò possible.
Ẹ wo spicy gist. Nǹkan tèmi ń sọ, òun náà ni mo tún ṣe ń sọ. Ṣé you understand? Kò sí 2/3, kò sí 1/3, kò sí 2/3, 3 all the 3 must carry the same properties. Lẹ́yìn yẹn, nothing is accepted. You go redo until we get a government that will be fair enough.
Kò sí inconclusive.
Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ inconclusive.
To me, say that. Please play that audio again. Please play that audio. Play audio again.
Nígbà inconclusive gan, because DNA is a motive. Kí ló dé? Kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wọ́n pẹ̀lú legacy ẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wọ́n pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ní right láti lọ máa gba award nípa ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ní right láti lọ máa gba award ẹ̀.
Orúkọ ọlọ́ba ló wà nínú award yẹn, kò ń ṣe orúkọ Wùmí orúkọ Liam.
Yes, now.
It is for Mohbad. Ó ṣe rọ́gbọ̀n.
Ó ní right láti lọ gba. I'm even going to write to edit pẹ̀lú statement tó sọ yìí pé kò sí kò tó pọ̀ pẹ̀lú legacy níwọ̀n tó lọ gba award with your full chest saying that his legacy lives on. You don't want to refer to him as your late husband because he lives on. Now you are now saying that
you listen to it again. I really don't care. It's none of my business. The burial, who mentioned burial? Everything. Nítorí pé kò mọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ yẹn ò lọ́kọ́
eléyìí máa máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ní o.
Very wicked lady. Ẹ fún mi ní 1 minute. Mo fẹ́ dá ìyọ̀kọ̀ lóhùn ìsàlẹ̀ yẹn. You said we expected so much of things from Wunmi, somebody that we did not regard as his wife. Wunmi is not legally married to Mohbad. Wunmi is not Mohbad's wife, but she is a live-in partner with Mohbad. She holds Mohbad that day of care. She was there last minute of the fire of that boy.
They asked her in court. She said they are not married.
To that boy. Cannot leave her alone. That is why we need to be asking her the question. She said it under the oath. Mohbad died in the house. She was there in the house. So we will not leave her alone. She's not Mohbad's wife. She's not legally married to Mohbad. Her dowry wasn't paid. So, but she is a living partner. Inule Mohbad ló ń sùn.
Madam Aja, èmi ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ question.
Aja ẹ̀jọ̀ mo ní policy kan lórí platform ni. Ṣẹ́rí comment section. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ question lọ́wọ́ yín, the person should come up. Kó wá tó bá dẹ̀ lè mọ bó ṣe máa engage náà ni. Tó bá mọ bó ṣe máa engage, a máa drop rẹ̀. Come up, ask your question and state your own points. Leave the comment section alone. All those ones there, they are just there to just come and hello me. We can catch cruise. So don't let those people distract us. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ inconclusive DNA o. Kò sí. And I thank God for that their lawyer. Òun ti sọ pé olúkálùkù máa gba cross ẹ̀. But everything must be the same. Everything must be the same. Who is Wale? I don't know Wale.
So go back to them. They are not backing down. You will tell us what happened to that boy in that house.
For him 6 years. Ẹni tó ti sún lórí platform mi ló ti sún láàárọ̀ yìí. Ó ló ti sún òun o. But òun fún jẹ́ for him ní 6 more years.
So we are not backing down. Listen to Adebayo.
So I'm not even tired. I'm just starting to the host. I just start to the host.
Mohbad will get justice.
I just start to the host.
It will be revealed. You can never conclude for the rest of your life. We will know what happened to that boy. Thank you. DNA is a must. Kò sí 1/3, kò sí 2/3, 3 ni. Tabalian constitution still, we are still going back to it. We are not back to the same constitution. Kò sí
It must be the same. The properties, everything must be the same. The same.
Is to make sure that Miriam is safe, Miriam is sound, and Miriam live a fun-filled life.
And father in hell,
Is every other thing and really none of my business, because the only thing that matters to me right now is child, and that's all that matters. So every other thing Yeah, like Baba to someone, she really want to enjoy all of that. So I don't want to too much.
Ibẹ̀ yẹn ń gbé mi lẹ́mìí gbóná, ibẹ̀ yẹn ń jó mi lára, ibẹ̀ yẹn ń jó mi lára sẹ́. So the only matters that matters is Liam. Ẹ̀mí Mohbad ò matter. That life does not matter.
Ṣé mo kọ́ wọ́n ti sọ ń gbà kan náà tó sọ pé Liam ló ní final say kíní kan I still like me I never even start. Make dem dey play. I never even start. We go dey enter everywhere together and except maybe Tibalo from spiritual at Obani can calm down. And if I'm keeping quiet, I'm still working. See, forget. This DNA, nothing like Kinikon, no story at all. Everything must be the same. And I asked the lawyer and he said, yes, exactly. You accept your fate because everything must be equal. Everything must be equal. To be positive, I'm to buy everything. Over jẹ́ equal to jẹ́ negative kóun náà gbà kámú but bó ṣe wá gbà kámú yẹn we just dey start o so you don't even care it's only Liam that matter only Liam matters abi no wahala now Mohbad too matters every life matters all lives matter like
Ẹ̀tẹ̀ ní ṣòwò tó bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ wípé tournament host tó bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ wípé tó tọ́ live Mohbad má tà sẹ́ pé live ọmọ ló má tà sẹ́ gbé ogun ó sọ níbi tó ti sọ wípé bàbá ló sọmọ ni ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ take care legacy Mohbad ṣì wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà gbé legacy Mohbad fún bàbá ẹ̀ kó lọ fi ṣe legacy Mohbad tó fẹ́ ṣe sí ìsinmi
ọwọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà Àdùkẹ́ tó bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò ní sí kọ́ọ̀tì kò ní lọ kọ́ọ̀tì náà kò sí lọ́wọ́ òun náà ó fẹ́ gbà náà ni kò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà sọ ló ṣe wà nǹkan lọ́ọ̀yà wọ́n ti sọ.
Mali ló wà.
Ọwọ́ náírà kò sí.
Mi ní ká má criticize bàbá o mi ní wọ́n criticize o criticize ẹni tó bá wù ẹ́ but make it make sense. Ẹ máa wá sọ wípé bàbá ń wá property mi ti lóhùn ò ní choice pé ọmọ òun ló má tà sóhun so nǹkan Mohbad náà má tà sí bàbá ẹ̀. At this time around me ti fẹ́ gbọ́n kankan mọ́ bí mo ṣe wà yìí bye as long as wọn ka bàbá mọ́ èèyàn 15 people tó wà nínú ilé addition nǹkan bàbá is bàbá mentioned in the list of the 15 people that was in the house ṣé wà nílé ni ó tún kúrò ní padà sílé
àní ó tún ọmọ tó tún parọ́ pé ọmọ tó sọ pé kí nọ́ọ̀sì bàbá ló sọ pé kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ bàbá ní court nọ́ọ̀sì sọ pé òun ò rí bàbá yẹn rí gbogbo wọn ò rí yẹn sọ ní court nọ́ọ̀sì sọ pé òun ṣe rí bàbá for the first time ní corona inquest tó parọ́ láǹtìlanti ní national tv mọ́ bàbá yẹn ipe bàbá ló sọ pé kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ.
Bàbá tó sọmọ ẹ̀ nù ṣé pépà lẹ́mí ọmọ yẹn ni ṣé Mohbad ti wá di pépà bí àbí fóònù tá a máa sọ
ẹ̀mí Mohbad ò máa tà ẹ̀mí ìyá ò máa tà.
What audacity bàbá tó sọmọ ẹ̀ nù.
She know how to handle that.
Bá a ṣe bí ẹ ní
la bọ́ lọ. To even address the public.
Nǹkan tí mi sọ nìyẹn ṣé dábàá ìdí
because kò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò mọ̀dọ̀ that's why they don't bó ṣe wà yẹn wọ́n tún ti máa bára gbé ṣépè nínú kọ́ọ̀kì.
Kò kí ẹ̀ rárá.
Ọmọ tí ọmọ dáṣẹ́ wọn kì í jẹ́ kó jáde ẹ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo interview ẹ̀ mẹ́rin tó ṣe kò lọ́pọlọ ẹ máa mọ̀ pé tá à ń bá dì yìí ò lọ́pọlọ.
Kò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìyàwó tọkọ ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú gbọ́dọ̀ jáde wá máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pé kó wá máa jáde kó wá máa sọ̀rọ̀ wípé ohun bàbá tó sọmọ ẹni ṣé bọ́kọ ẹni ṣe bó ní bàbá ọmọ ẹni ṣé bàbá ọmọ ẹ ò tún má tà sí.
àní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó disvirgin ẹni yẹn
the husband of your youth.
husband of our youth ni
the husband of your youth.
Kò má tà sí
ló sọ ọmọ husband of our youth.
Owó husband of our youth mọ̀ sí o.
Ikú máa bọ́lá jẹ o, ikú máa
bọ́lá jẹ o. She's no longer a loving wife now. She doesn't care about all that. Ẹ fẹ́ ṣe monument, ẹ fẹ́ ṣe burial, ẹ fẹ́ ṣe kàn gbogbo yẹn kàn mọ́.
Àti ẹ̀bọ̀ immunization tọmọ yẹn tó set. Investment tó ti invest kalẹ̀ ó wà in charge.
Mílíọ̀nù wọn set investment wọ́n máa jẹ owó olóṣù àwọn máa ń jẹ.
The father of your baby ò lọ́tà sí ẹ. The father of your baby does not matter to you. Bàbá
He's not the father of our baby ni àwa máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Tó bá jẹ́ òun bí mo
funny enough, irọ́ ẹ mọ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀ funny enough, nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà, ọmọ ìmọ́lẹ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ sọ fún mi ẹ̀, ó ní pé ìmọ́lẹ̀ lòun pé òun máa expose most of the darkness tó wà ní Nigerian system. Ṣé wọ́n gbàgbọ́ pé nísìnyí ọmọ yìí ó expose darkness injustice tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. They go just dey fight person anyhow, they go just dey ẹni àwọn kan máa ṣe bó ṣe wù wọ́n tó bá ti pé àwọn kan mọ èèyàn ó kàn lẹ́nu díẹ̀ àbọ̀ kan lówó díẹ̀ báyìí wà kàn máa tójú anybody mọ́lẹ̀ wà kàn máa terrorize anybody mọ́lẹ̀. Enough is enough. We are saying no to that shit in Nigeria. And we are saying no. We are strongly speaking against it.
Àtọ́jú àwọn òwò mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n fún wa ní déètì.
Mo ní pé ní Nàìjíríà sẹ́, mo ní ní Nàìjíríà pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń tọ́jú ara wọn mọ́lẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà yìí. Mo ní àwọn èèyàn máa ń tọ́jú ara wọn mọ́lẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà yìí. Wọ́n máa ń jẹ ojú ara wọn, ẹni tó bá ju nínú máa ń ju nínú Nàìjíríà. Ṣùgbọ́n time ti dé social media era la wà yìí. We will call us injustice and we will stand by it. We will call it out. Oh ha! Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọlọ́pàá máa kó anybody petition and water. Ó ti sọ petition yìí àwọn ìpàdé ẹ̀rọ ìwé
wọ́n gbé Sam Sodium kéèsì wọ́n ti dá kéèsì ẹ̀rọ wọ́n ti dànù January wọ́n ti dá gbogbo ẹnu wọ́n ti jù dànù wọ́n kéèsì wọ́n ti jù dànù pé kò sí evidence ní pé kò ní mí ní.
We are fighting for our own nation. Ìlú sí wa ẹ̀mí èèyàn matter, lives matter. We don't want to know. Ọmọ yẹn, all lives matter. Tó bá ti wá sórí social media, táṣìírí ẹ̀ bá fi lè tù tán fi lè gbé ẹwọ social media space. Wo we go drag your ass, ma drag yẹn gan. In fact, go and ask àwọn tó ti wà ní top. Go and ask them what they are facing. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Àti ẹ̀mí èèyàn di báírò. Ìgbà tẹ̀mí èèyàn di báírò lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀mí èèyàn wá di báírò lọ́wọ́ ọmọbìnrin yẹn. Ọmọ tó sọnù ó ti wá dọmọ tó sọnù láì ṣe báírò.
Ẹni tó sọ ọmọ nù. Wáàdì ti dẹ ẹni tó sọ ọmọ nù.
Ọmọgun tọmọ bá sọnù shodami ìta máa wà. Ọmọ tó bá sọnù tọmọ bá mì ìta máa wà. À ń bọ̀sibọ́sì ọmọ tẹ pa. A máa wọ ọmọ tó sọnù yẹn o. O máa sọ ọmọ tó sọnù yẹn fún àtẹni tó sọnù o máa sọ fáwọn public. This time around ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pọ̀ ká má pa ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti wá rò pé ṣé proud tí wà ní nàìjíríà. Wàá wá jáde wàá wá sọ pé love Mohbad. Tó bá love Mohbad ò ní sọ ò ní gbọ́ bí tẹ́nìkan ti ní sọ ni.
3/0 ni 3-0 gbogbo mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta báyìí. Mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta gbọ́dọ̀ dúró lọ́sọ́jú kan. Mẹ́ta ò lè dúró méjì. Mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta gbọ́dọ̀ dúró méjì. And the same the properties it must be the same. Ìgbà yẹn lọ́dẹ̀ ṣe máa wá pọ̀ ṣú fún forensic.
Mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ò lè dúró sójú pé díẹ̀ ibi tá máa ti fa DNA lọ́yàn ló já mi lójú pé kò lè dúró sójú kan. Ìkan máa ṣòótọ́. Tí ìkan bá dẹ̀ ti ṣòótọ́ báyìí a máa dá gbogbo ẹ̀.
Àná Ọlọ́run lè ṣe ìkọ́wò náà kọ́ má try láti ṣe pé kínní. If everything is the same, títí bàbá property tó wà nù ẹ̀ náà ló wà nínú títí wìwí náà ló wà nínú títí government. We don't have any option. Irú result yẹn la lè gbà. But tó bá yẹ pé property kan lọ yàtọ̀, ìkan lọ wà ní 0.003, ìkan wà lọ wà ní 0.004, ìkan wà lọ wà ní 0.0. No, láíláí the same yẹn ló gbọ́dọ̀ gbé wá. Property kan náà ló gbọ́dọ̀ gbé wá.
Ó gbọ́dọ̀ minus gbogbo.
Mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta kò sí inconsistency kankan. Kò sí minus.
Àfẹ́ 92.2 káfí 92.1 àbí 92.3 ó gbọ́dọ̀ dọ̀gba.
No, the same ni because the same sample náà lẹ gbé lọ. The same sample lẹ gbé lọ. So ó gbọ́dọ̀ dọ̀gba. Mo dẹ̀ sọ kíní yẹn fún lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn, ó dẹ̀ sọ pé yes of course kólúkálukú gba mo dẹ̀ ní yes I love that. I even applaud him for saying that kólúkálukú gba kámú kò sí anti-pass kankan because kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé inconclusive kan àbí pé what happened eléyìí mú positive wá àwọn eléyìí mú negative for ọjọ́. We shall keep redoing until we get a government that will stand for every simple Nigerian life, commoner in Nigeria, that will stand until we get that kind of government. Yes, until we get that kind of government.
Oh yeah, good to go.
Ẹni tó ti rẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé 6 years òun ṣì wà lórí kéèsì.
rude gan. Rude.
Bàbá tó sọmọ ní ṣùgbọ́n
lọ́wọ́ náà.
Can you imagine?
Bàbá tó sọmọ nù lẹ́nu ẹ̀ láì ṣe pépà ibi tó ń bí mi ní tó fọ́ mi lórí jù yẹn pé tí fóònù ìjọba sọ nìkan náà kọ́kọ́ sunkún náà wọ́n lọ sí fẹ́ sí odidi èèyàn tó dis virgin yẹn.
Adìyẹ make I show you my pig ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ mi tó kú torí wọ́n bá mi ń gbé bọ̀ láti ibi tó jìnnà wọ́n wá ìgbà tó wá bọ́lẹ̀ ó wá fọ́ basket yẹn wọ́n wá so lẹ́sẹ̀ kí n tó débẹ̀ ó sì rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ yẹn kú I had to slaughter it mo ta ó ń dùn mí. How much more human being?
Ní 2023, when Baba Mohbad came live, Baba Mohbad mistakenly made a statement by saying, "Mo hate tí wọ́n láwọn hate Wunmi." Ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wà lórí platform yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ fún bàbá náà ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n correct bàbá yẹn dẹ̀ apologize wọ́n dẹ̀ correct statement ẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ wípé statement tí bàbá apologize fún yẹn wọ́n sì máa fi ń drag bàbá dé nìyí kí wàá ní ẹ wá gbọ́ téèyàn sọ wípé èèyàn sọmọ nù ìyẹn ò jẹ́ bàbàrà létí yín.
Tó fọmọ nù.
Ẹyẹ èèyàn weekend.
Tó fọmọ nù should be the ones to go and handle that.
Ẹ ṣe àjọ ṣó jẹ́ pépà ni ṣó jẹ́ pépà ẹ̀mí èèyàn kúkú.
Ọmọ títí ẹ̀ dẹ̀ wà important. Ọmọ títí ẹ̀ ló wà important.
Ó bàbí àwọn amáyé ó bá àwọn amábẹ àbí amáyé ọ̀yà gbègbè padì. Ó bá bá wọn.
Mohbad náà wà important sáwà náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Abímọ yẹn ẹ mọ sọdámẹ ṣe mọ wípé gan Wùmí gan ó subject ọmọ ìsí búlíṣà ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yẹn ó subject ọmọ kékeré yẹn sí búlí ọmọ yóò ní kankan ṣe inú gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn ó kàn ń mórí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó wálé ayé tiẹ̀ wá ṣe nǹkan tó wá ṣe ilé ayé ó dẹ̀ ń forúkọ ẹ̀
ó ṣàdárúkọ ẹ̀ ṣáá ni.
Ẹjọ òun náà wèrè ọmọ yìí ló sọ fún wa wípé ikú tó yẹ kí Liam kú ni Mohbad gbà kú ọmọ wèrè yìí ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ òṣì yìí. ọmọ 3 months nígbà yàbí àwọn ní ọmọ yẹn ikú wo ló ń lé ọmọ yẹn kiri ikú wo ló ń lé ọmọ yẹn.
Wọ́n ní Liam ti di Williams. Òun ló sọ jẹ́
ọmọ yẹn wà inú sí
tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn afẹ́ máa drag ọmọ yẹn but we can't drag that little boy. A lè drag ẹ̀kọ́ sí kan tó kọ́ ọmọ yẹn. Tí wàá ní pé láìsí Mohbad náà mátà kò yẹ kó pàdé ọmọ.
Ọlá rí pé mo wà níbi lórí post o Ọlá rí pé mo wà lórí platform ẹ̀yìn mi o tó bá jọ́dọ̀ mi mo wà má ti change ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mọ́ lọ́wọ́. A ti sọ fún yín pé ọmọ òjọ́ ọmọ lọ bó ṣe ní bàbá sọmọ nù ṣe pé ọ̀tá òun náà ní sọmọ sí ọmọ.
Ẹ má bínú èmi máa ń gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn ṣépè lẹ́bi tí bá náà tí mo bá gba ọmọ yẹn máa ń gbé ṣépè ní ọdún nínú everyday nínú tí bá jí làárọ̀ ọmọ yẹn máa ń gbé ṣépè.
Òun ló subject ẹ̀.
Kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ló fọmọ yẹn sínú nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn.
Báyìí tó wọ́n olóríire tó yẹ.
Ṣé wọ́n béèrè Liam lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé legacy Mohbad báwo ló ṣe ṣe burial everything kí ni òun gbé Liam wá wá ọ̀rọ̀ Liam lọ bí ẹ̀.
Kò yẹ kó tẹ yẹ kó fèsì ó máa ní òkè kó tẹ̀ ní òkè ló yẹ kó sọ kó keep everything to your mind wá lọ sọ̀rọ̀ mo ti gbọ́ kò ní kó máa lẹ̀ kó máa bọ̀ ẹ́ jẹ.
The audacity bàbá tó sọmọ ní ṣùgbọ́n ni wọ́n sọ àná bàbá tó sọmọ ní Nàìjíríà enough is enough kẹ máa fọwọ́ lágbà àwọn èèyàn lójú kẹ máa pààyàn nípakúpa enough is enough.
Sìkò lọ́lá ṣe tí a ti wọlé wọn àwọn Wùmí ò lọ́lá kankan lé wọn náà ṣe bí àwọn ta tó ní ọmọ yẹn nìyẹn kò lọ́lá ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ní owó nílé wọn they are not it's not from a rich family it's just she has just somebody backing her she's not from a rich family at all. Oko ńlá tó ń dó ni kò sí
ní family kankan. Ẹni tó bá ti ní èèyàn tó ń báàkì ẹ̀ náà irú ẹni náà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe agbára yẹn lò tó bá èmi náà bí mo ṣe wà yìí mo lè lé ọ̀nà tó mo lè do president lọ́la mo lè do governor I also get pussy but I shouldn't because of that kí ló máa tẹ ojú ọmọlàkejì mọ́lẹ̀ or kí máa ṣe anything tó bá wù mí kò ní work láwùjọ wa ìmọ̀ọ́sẹ̀ please I have joy. No, I was saying because I'm really
láìbọ̀ ọkọ wa ò má tà sáwọn láwọ̀ obìnrin mọ́lé ayé ni.
No, ọkọ àwọn yẹn lọkọ ni.
Bàbá àwọn ọmọ mi láìfọ ẹ̀ mátà ikú ò ní pa ẹ́ àkọ́bí.
Láìfọ ọkọ mi mátà sí mi o. If it is not my husband mi lè bímọ.
Láìfọ àwọn ọmọ tètè láìfọ àwọn ọmọ mátà
mi lè dá bímọ. Ọkọ mi ló fún mi lóyún tí mo fi bímọ. Láìfọ ọkọ mi mátà gidi.
I have joy.
Má sọ̀kalẹ̀ ń sìn, má sọ̀kalẹ̀ bí iṣẹ́ ni mo.
Okay.
Wọ́n gbé ọmọ yẹn lọ sí Tanzania.
Na good afternoon.
Wọ́n gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn sorry please hold on. Wọ́n gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn lọ sí Tanzania. Ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ ó fi passport ẹ̀ fi wọlé. Orúkọ olúwa mi passport ẹ̀ ń kí.
Kò lè gbé jáde.
Visa Tanzania máa wà ń bẹ̀. Bàbá ní to request for the lawyer àbá gbọ́dọ̀ béèrè fún.
Ẹ má wọrí lórí ìyẹn, calm down. Ẹ rọ̀ṣọ, ẹ calm down lórí ìyẹn. Àwọn tó bá gbé passport Adébánjọ bí kíní ló máa ń claim. Wùmí Alọ́ba ló claim. Ṣé wọ́n bá gbé Adébánjọ jáde passport ẹ̀ jáde? Wọ́n gbé jáde àti Wùmí Adébánjọ. Ẹ calm down. Ẹ má wọrí.
Even gan kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ game wey be say go long well. Game wey be say go long well.
Ó máa ń tẹ̀lé Wùmí Alọ́ba ló máa ń pè rẹ̀ nígbà tó bá gbé Adébánjọ jáde ṣé kò sáwọn nulẹ̀.
Sodoma don't repent. Sodoma don't repent. She don't repent. Or what?
Repent from what, Mr. Imole Apapa? Repent from what?
I think
from what?
Those people they talk to they bad just now. I think they join those people they bad just now. May you repent to. You know,
but have you ever seen me? But if when you are see, let me ask you. Let me tell you something. When you drag someone, expect the person to drag you back. Sure, you understand? If I don't drag you, you can't drag me. It's left to me how I want to fight my battles. I'm not going to dictate that for anybody. Sure, you understand? But this same chorus where all of us sing, like justice for the back.
Anybody now. Yeah, and I say Baba never came out to drag anybody now. Before you go, Papa Bingo platform, go they join the drag Baba for there. Baba never come out for anybody now.
My network don't start again. You see, you know
what?
Don't
hear me.
There's a saying, drag me, I drag Baba. I don't hear, I even though I didn't hear you, I know where you go. There's a saying, drag me, I drag Baba. That saying, I met it in jail for him. Before, even strategies,
right
imagine strategies dragging me.
Right
if I choose to be dragging Baba, wait. That's not, I'm not in the position to judge anybody whether it is right or wrong. If strategies they drag me because of Baba, I feel decide to drag Baba. And I feel decide to drag strategies and Baba. When I don't drag her back, I only explain my own part to her. That's me for you.
But
sure, you understand? So if
but
a lot of people misunderstand me. A lot of people misunderstand me. So that's it.
But listen, we're picking we get good home.
Yeah, you drag her. I see drag her this morning. I see drag her in comments this morning.
No, me I dey ask a question. Picking we get good home training, and you claim say you have good home training. I said picking we get good home training. Is it right for him to be doing that? Can somebody not come for her? Why not face the person who come for her direct? Picking we get good home training, not supposed to be doing that.
That one.
Understand? That is it.
That question is not for me. I can't answer.
True. No, Papa is right on that. He's right on that.
I can't answer that question.
As Baba come out to drag anybody, Baba will drag anybody now.
So now, you are not the first, so you are not the quarrel with I just say, look, we are fighting for but if we go and the extent of the insulting person in this loss, even Bible talk and say, happy with person when they happy, person will see they will not be happy. So follow and take the mood. You understand? So that's so life supposed to be, not be quarrel. That is it. So good luck. I wish you success, okay? So you are welcome to Justice for Mumbai. Congratulations for your first host.
Can you ever play that thing again?
Carry the woman who going to drag Baba that time. We will attitude those people. You know the story now. I greet you. We can follow you now. Thank you.
So now tell about play kini again. Tell about play kini again.
I'm going to say play. Because I am so surprised. I am very, very much surprised. I feel like all life should matter.
Did you listen to that useless girl video? The nonsense she and Pra.
Get plan for me yesterday, but I'm not expecting anything. You don't know this girl. You expect her to do better.
No, this.
See me keep every for 2 years.
No, let me explain a little bit. He said na Baba child died, so she's protecting her own. So.
Okay, the property, the Baba child property where they come from.
Abio.
No, I'm not saying Baba child may leave the property.
Abi, she can't leave it now. He don't want his money.
Behind you, me, I'm putting an apology to you now. Forgive me. It's an English name. It's a Christian name. It's a nice name.
The question was, how are you going to do it? The legacy of Mohbad. What do you want to do about it? The same legacy don't look by this award, the Melorio.
Yeah. Okay, so God will continue to stay with you. So first thing, what you just said, the first thing I said, let me tell you something. The only thing that my husband would want from me right now is to make sure that Liam is safe, Liam is sound, and Liam live a fun-filled life. So I think is every other thing and really none of my business, because as the only thing that matters to me right now is child, and that's all that matters. So every other thing, like
that matters to her is property. The only thing that matters to her is property. Property no matter si koko fe la kan ni. Property no matter si.
I don't want to do too much. All that matters is the well-being of my child and everything, because that is one thing that my husband would want me to do. Yeah, so the second thing that you said, yeah, it is William.
So the person that lost his life.
Legacy yẹn ò kàn ó, but owó Mohbad yẹn ló kàn òun gangan ìtó bá òun nìyẹn tó ń wà ní court pẹ̀lú tó ń ṣe court lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìtó kàn òun gangan nìyẹn. Any other thing kò kàn.
Kò sí wàhálà, ó kàn àwa. The life of Mo ó kàn wá. Why did he have to die? Why did Mohbad have to die? Why did he have to die? Why? Nigeria is no longer, we are no longer a backward country. We will say no, and we will strongly kick against every form of injustice, except over our mainstream media. Just try, make you cover and make you no enter social media. Oh yeah, now, shebi you dey see am. Shebi you dey see am. And you know, shall ring control. I bet say ring control learning. Oh, we are not cowards, so we are not. Oh, we are not cowards. Okay, kini ó sì ń gbé kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ wá. Ó sì ń gbé pé àtakò àṣegbà àṣàwó ó sì ń gbé yẹn wá.
Ayé yín ò bá bàjẹ́ kò kàn tóun ṣáà ti rí property gbà. Property tó sọ pé Mohbad doesn't have anything, kò ní ìkọ̀ọ̀kan blâçk ló ń tọ́jú wà. blâçk ni ó dẹ̀ wà ní kóòtù. Orúkọ alọ́ba ló fẹ́ fi gba property. A ní mi ò mọ̀ pé mi ò rò pé òun yìí inform àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ ṣá. Mo jẹ́ pé mo máa ń tẹnu mọ́ pé kò inform wọn mọ́, tákò òun inform wọn gbogbo wa ti tú eré.
Shodami.
Mr. Smith.
Is it possible that maybe next time you interview a lawyer and then pose this kind of question to our lawyer? Is it possible next time you interview a lawyer, pose this kind of question to our lawyer and let us hear his opinion. Let us hear his opinion.
No, I think on the 10th that their criminal defamation case, I think I should go there. Yes.
If you see a lawyer, just
important.
there are some questions you just ask the lawyer and let us hear what they're going to say.
have to do that. Because the lawyer seems to be a very, very human.
Shodami, please be careful of this memunat in your comment section. Our major plan is to disrupt your comment section and let people attack each other. That's our work. If you check her in every comment section, that's our work.
Mr. Smith, ìsàlẹ̀ ló wà ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó wà nsàlẹ̀. Ibi tó wà nìyẹn, ilẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ ló wà ẹ̀fílẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Ẹ̀fílẹ̀ ẹ má tiẹ̀ ẹ má
don't bother yourself alone.
Ìsàlẹ̀ ló wà máa gbọ́ wa lókè ni. Ìsàlẹ̀ lòun máa wà. Ẹ̀fílẹ̀.
Leave Memunat alone. She's always on every platform, and that's what she does. She's working. I don't know, Memunat, I don't know how you are going to do this one. No, this sheets where your boss don't shit for plates like this. How you go take cleaner? I don't know, because your boss don't shit for plate. Oh, ipe kò sí nǹkan tó kàn òun pẹ̀lú legacy Mohbad. Legacy tó lọ gba Edis award lé lórí kò tún wá kàn ẹ́ mọ́ sìn. Burial memorial kò kàn ẹ́ mọ́ sìn. Abi you never hear, make I play am again for you. I don't know how you go take defend that one. You have a lot of work to do. Because for this thing when she talk like this, hey. Will they allow me to question the lawyer? I've always, they know that I came up because of Baba Aloba when I started coming to social media platform. I used to follow before ni tẹ́lẹ̀ mo máa ń gbọ́ ni mo máa wà lórí platform wà ní comment section mi ò kí ń gòkè lọ sínú panelist mi ò dẹ̀ kí ń ṣí platform mi torí justice of Mohbad but because bàtà kọrin tán tarí gbogbo 8 comment oríṣiríṣi tarí gbogbo kí ló dé eléyìí ti pọ̀ jù náà I had to speak up and that's why this is like Peter Wale nínú yẹn. Why will your boss be saying pé kíní kan kò kọ òun? So the husband over you to sing could come on, life will come on, is wow. No. This is not acceptable. All lives matter. Mohbad life mattered. And he still matters. If you like, may you be. Thank you, Mr. Abe. If you like, may you be Omo president. If you like, may you be Omo carpenter. All lives matter. All lives matter. All lives matter. That is it. Leave no injustice or no so injustice in Nigeria. No. Who is saying and you start where they are abusing? It's because you don't understand me. You don't understand my own kind of person. And you need to really. Any last thing, you really need to be very open-minded before you can understand someone like me. And I'm not, see, how many places will I go to go and explain myself? I even had an interview with Luke Crown. I had to grant that interview so people will know where I stand, of course. But definitely, everybody, you cannot teach people how to, so that's it. You can't teach people how to hear or understand you. So that's it. I'm going to be ending the live very soon. Thank you so much.
Petition you. Wọ́n ti àti last year ló ti sọ yẹn mo lè ti bá lọ́ọ̀yà mi sọ̀rọ̀ already so yeah it's a big deal. That one is not a big deal. Àfi kó gbẹ̀yìn àfi kó petition.
Petition yẹn na small thing. Ìyẹn kékeré nìyẹn that one na small thing. Ìkà ló máa rojọ́ ìkà dẹ̀kọ́ ló máa dá ẹjọ́ yẹn. Ó yá she should come and tell us why Mohbad does not concern her, why Mohbad's legacy, a whole legacy tí gbogbo èèyàn tí ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó ń faná fún gbogbo àánú náà tí ó fi wá mátà tó wáyé pé Liam nìkan ló mátà sí husband the youth ẹ̀ mátà mọ́ àbí.
And to this
he mattered and he matters.
Property ló matters. Property
tó sọ́dọ̀ obìnrin.
Property gangan ni kókó ẹ̀.
It matters to us. It matters to us. It matters to us. Èmi ti àti last year tó ti lọ pé òun máa petition nígbà tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Paparano platform wípé òun gangan ló yẹ kó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe DNA òun gangan ló yẹ kó ti kọ́kọ́ gbé DNA síta tó bá yẹ pé
lóòótọ́ ti ẹ̀ bí pé private DNA tó ń ṣe kọ́ èèyàn mẹ́ta ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀
ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó mọ̀ lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Wọ́n máa sunkún ẹ̀ lẹ́ni bí a go to fight. Wọ́n máa sunkún eléyìí tẹ̀sẹ̀ lẹ́ni. Eléyìí tẹ̀sẹ̀ lẹ́ni wọ́n máa sunkún ẹ̀ gan. Wọ́n máa sunkún ẹ̀ bí.
Especially this hold on first. Okay. Calm down. And so that my update the way you did now tomorrow, you know, she go dey beg like a proud. She go dey say, I'm sorry, Wumi. After tomorrow, you know, she go dey beg because all of na go come out to down and don't collect crap.
Mr. Agbaka, get down from my platform, please. Get down from my platform.
I'm telling you the truth too. Get down from my platform. Tomorrow. You better this is here.
Get down from my Get down from my platform, please. I'm telling you my own. So get down from my platform, please.
Now, I one week
you understand? No be today. I dey call Wumi out. Even on the platform tomorrow. No be today. If you go and bring anywhere. Go and bring anywhere. Why drag Baba? Go and bring anywhere. Go and bring the evidence.
Because the DNA is not. But you said DNA is not. You said DNA is not relevant.
It's not working.
Send now.
You are a liar. You are a liar from the pit of hell. Liar. Papariano ask. Make I ask you. Excuse me, Papariano. Not. Oh yeah, play.
Understand?
I'm not going to fight for that.
But in my opinion, I think the reason why it went that way is some particular people, especially the critical thinkers, are feeling attacked. Those are the reasons why I feel it went that way. If they start hearing comment, oh, why you don't want to? It might be funny. It's not funny. I wouldn't like it. Is it because of the money that you do? That money you would drop. It's not everything we have to joke with like that. You will drop that money no matter what, face the issue at hand and leave some things alone. Then it start upsetting. From there, we start building other issues that are unnecessary. Protecting this thing, let's put some things away. When we fight that out, come back again and let's relate. You know that this thing could have just been talked out in an amicable way or other ways that everybody will understand. And okay, this is what we would do at the end of the day. Let's do it this way. It wouldn't be this loud. So that's all I have to say about that. So, Mr. Tarzan, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mama T. Poch. I greet everybody. Good morning to you all. The commenters, only the good ones among the commenters. I respectfully greet every panelist. And I want to use this opportunity to say a belated happy birthday to General Vengeance. May God continue to keep you in health, in peace, and in all that you wish for yourself. May you celebrate many more. Thank you very much. Our opinions may be different. Our views may be divergent because of how and where we stand and looking at the issue. So I am just going to lay out my point straight up for the benefit of those who perhaps did not comprehend what I was trying to say, who maybe misconstrued it. And before I go ahead, I will thank everyone who contributed simple 1 naira, 10 naira, 100 naira, everyone who used their platform, their means, their network to contribute that fund. And I want to say again, thank you to the group that galvanized all of us together to say, come, let's do this. And we all supported them. I thank the group, the critical thinkers. Now, that being said, principle will always be principle. principle cannot bend. You can't bend principle, right? And what was I saying? I will simplify it again so that those who didn't understand or who could not comprehend it, maybe I can help to make it clearer. Why did we contribute the money? The critical thinkers at the time felt like, look, there is a need for us to support this fight financially. They called all of us together and said, let's contribute. At that time, the issue of accountability was a big matter that everyone will agree that Baba should not be exposed to any issue at all. So the critical thinkers came up with a brilliant idea that let's look for somebody that we will give this money to keep instead of Baba. It was a brilliant idea and we all supported it. Let me say, if the critical thinkers had not brought up that beautiful idea, I would not have supported, considering the crisis that surrounded accountability, oh, money, oh, this money. And so do a lot of us. But because they came out with that strategy, we all went out for it. And we appreciate it. We contributed the money. Part of the money was used to pursue the appeal. The money was safe. The money was well accounted for. Even despite the fact that people were dragging, were insulting, were saying, oh, want to today, oh, want to think that, oh, want to think shape. We were fine with it. Even the custodian of the fund had no issue with it. Right? Even at the point, most, vulnerable point where one would have expected or would be scared that the trustee of the money will come out and say, look, I have too much trouble, I don't want this thing, come and collect your money. But that didn't happen. You understand? That did not happen. So fast forward. And I'm not going to spend so much time on it. I've said it and it's clear enough. My position on it is clear. The group came and said, look, we are no longer, we think we have done enough. Right? We will step aside. And the group was dissolved. We all still know that the money was with the trustee. Nobody had an issue. Nobody queried the money. Nobody said, well, now that the critical thinkers are no more, is the money still there? Can we check it? Because we all still hold on strongly to the integrity and the stewardship of the trustee. We had no problem. Is it that people did not insult or insinuate that whoever had the money had embezzled it? People did. People called the one who had the money, they called him a thief. We cannot deny that we didn't hear that people were saying, oh, he should go jail, or to go law. But the trustees still had the money. We, the people who contributed the money, we still have trust in that person. We never made it an issue. It never came out to become a brouhaha. Let me say again, a few months back, last month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, nobody talked about the issue of the money. We were all just waiting for the DNA modalities to be worked out. And we are expecting Baba to come out and say, look, this is what we are doing. This is what I need your assistance for. And then the trustee will come out and say, look, Baba has put up a request. He needs money. Please, this is what he asked for. Maybe it is 1 naira that Baba needs to complete what he wants to do. We don't know. So, just last month, February, nobody talked about the money. Were people still insulting us? Yes, they were still insulting us. They still will call us Dawoku. Those who are saying, Aloba is a thief, they're still saying it. Did that stop us? No, it didn't stop us. Now, back to the purpose of the money. The money was contributed so that we can support Aloba in the entire justice for Mohbad, specifically for the appeal case and the DNA. We all agreed in public forum, open, we all agreed, and we said, yes, let's do it that way. So my question is, why the call to Ish that brought Ish out to come and be explaining, even when Aloba had not even called anybody to say, please, I need money? Why that call? And again, I will say, we may be divergent in our views, we may be divergent in the way we see things, but principle will always remain. And if you want to solve any problem, you don't go to the root cause of that problem, you are only glossing over it. The call is what brought the controversies that we have surrounding the money today. Did anybody call Ish and say, Ish, don't give Baba the money, don't give him the money? And then, maybe when the dynamics change, call went to Ish again to say, okay, transfer the money to Baba. I didn't contribute money so that they can put the money directly into Aloba's pocket. No, that was not the purpose for which I contributed. One of my motivation was because they said we are going to keep it. Not the critical thinkers didn't even have the funds. It was not in their account. The money is not in their pocket. So why the call to go and change? And then what we said would be with a third party or a fourth party. Why go and make the call to change it and say put it directly into Aloba's pocket? To me, in principle, that is a wrong move. And I maintain my stand. And that is what has created all of this problem now. That's what has created all of this problem now. The DNA, the Baba is doing what he needs to do. He has not come up. Maybe the man is not even going to ask for the fund. We don't know. Maybe what the man only needs is 2 million. We don't know. Maybe the cost for the DNA is just going to be 2.
Daddy Tazan, please, I'm so sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought it was like vice versa. I thought you were telling them to release the money so that Papa will put the money in his pocket. I thought that was what Sister Kofi was saying. Like I said, I wasn't really there.
No.
Oh, okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I got you.
And this is why I'm simplifying it for those who could not comprehend what I was saying. That the mandate, again, the mandate for that fund is to keep it, hold on to it. When Baba needs it, you intact. We did it with the appeal, where 5 million or so was given to Sanshitu, and he accounted for it. Why calling Hish to go and give the money into Baba's pocket? Why? Why? So that's where the problem is. Whoever called whoever called Ish to go and give the money directly to Mr. Aloba, they were the ones who created this problem. And this is my view. This is how I see it. And again, I'm going to repeat. No matter how divergent our opinion, our views, our stand is, principle will always remain the same. It will always remain the same. And the bigger question is, the purpose for which we contributed that fund, has it been achieved? No. Have we gotten there? No. Does Ish still have the money? Yes. Has Baba gone to ask him? No. There's nowhere. Nobody has said the man has gone to. So why go and tell Ish to put the money in the pocket, in Baba's direct pocket? That to me is wrong. And that's what's creating this problem. That's what is creating this problem. And let me say again further that we all have leadership at that time. Critical thinkers, they were the ones directing the affairs. They were the ones that we all look up to as a group. They were telling us this is where we should go, and we all supported them. But when they are no more, the next person is Ish, in my view. He has the money. He will be the one. If Baba contact him, he will be the one to come out and say, hey, Baba contacted me. He says he wants this amount. Just the same way he did when he was called to give the money to Baba. He will come out and say, the good people in J4M, Baba has contacted me. He has shown me this invoice that he needs 500 naira. So I am going to disburse 500 naira to Baba, and then this will be the balance. It's as simple as that. So I don't agree.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if I can come in. You know, we are trying to find a way to resolve all this. And come to an agreement, whether some people believe or want it or not. That is where the issue is. Calling to Ish. It's what I said earlier. That's what I understand. Like the pressure was going. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on whoever that you think has called, or for whatever reason. I think because they feel the pressure is on them, they are feeling or they are getting bantered for that reason, because they came out to also say, yeah, because of this money is why critical thinkers separated. Because of this money is the reason why they parted. Is it because you want to hold the money, or you understand what I mean? And I'm just being factual here. And this issue is not coming from outside. I want to be real. It's not coming from outside. It's coming from inside. So the reasons why they would like, okay, for everyone to be sure, hey, this is not the money case. Okay, let's just go give it to Baba. Let us know that our hand is not on. You understand? I want that part to be talked about. So to clarify.
Look, they can't give it to him like that. Emma Binu, sir. Emma Binu, Tarzan. Emma Binu, your daddy. Sis, mommy, 3 points. No. What Mr. Tarzan said, I really agree with him. Like, if the money was contributed for a purpose, that purpose the money should be used for that purpose. So if they are giving the money, give the money to Papa and keep it in his pocket. No. Like, if they didn't even do that, people have been calling him a thief. So when we want to do something, and we have a purpose of doing that thing, we have to make sure that purpose is carried out with that thing. I called it, because I was thinking it was another way around. The way Sister Kofi said it, like I said, I wasn't really on that this thing, but I was thinking that Mr. Tarzan wanted the money to be given to Papa instead of the money to be used for the purpose like the DNA stuff. That was my thought, and that was why I brought up the conversation at first.
Yeah, mommy.
He came up. Yeah. Now he explained himself. That is the reason why I don't really listen to one-sided whatever. If anybody comes to me and talks to me about somebody, I will make sure I talk to the other party to know the problem. And now that he has said it, I really agree 100% with him that the purpose of the money is for DNA. The money should be used for DNA. You know, Nigerians, the way we talk, they might not steal anything. They be calling him a thief. So when anything we are doing, we should always have we should always make people trust us. Like, if this thing is done for this reason, it should be used for that reason. You understand? So Mr. Tarzan, I really cleared it, and I'm okay with that. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm trying to bring the other part that we should not avoid. I mean, you might not talk about. Yes, sir.
Just a second.
Okay.
You see, my position in my conference was clear. Don't let us abuse the purpose for which the money was contributed. Right? That's my thing. Now the Yoruba people have one adage that says that if you want to eat the honey inside a mountain, a rock, you will not mind the edge of your cutlass or the edge of your axe. So you understand? You just got to keep doing what you are supposed to do. That's it. Is it today that people have been
Mr. Tarzan, can
Mr. Tarzan, Mommy G, babe, let me quickly say, I understand. The purpose is not changed. The purpose stands firm. Do you understand that people are involved? People are involved. They are people with flesh and blood. And reactions are definitely going to pop up with whatever is ongoing that might have warranted that act. And not just from nowhere, but from something.
Madam, you see, I'm going to... yes, ma'am.
Sorry, 1 second.
No,
I think
let me just wrap up.
No, you wrap up now. I'm coming, sir. What Oz is trying to explain to us that even me initially, I was on Trust No One that ish. I don't know why it came out that day. Some of us don't know. Even I was like, why do you have to come out and start talking about this or debating? And people, I think Baristoluwatosin, that they be calling them names. They be saying this, they be saying that. I think that was the reason they took that measure. Okay, let them come and tell us. Even he said, Ish said, Mommy Coffee message him. Your daddy to message him. Me, I wasn't even aware whether when Mommy Coffee came out and people confirmed it that she came out and spoke on her platform that this is what she was going to do, and I think Ish or Mr. Ish had said the same thing that your daddy did the same thing. So because of their own feeling that one or two know, and they were the one that started this money contribution. I think that was the reason they came out to do this. But we are still on the same thing that maybe like when I first thought that this thing shouldn't have come out. I think you mentioned it, Mr. Tarzan. Since we trust Ish and all these people, everybody involved, all the hosts that initiate this money, that we trust you too. What we agree is that the money, anytime the money is needed, Baba needs the money, it should be given to Baba through Ish. But Ish will come out and tell us too. Even before you do that, we hand over Wufu Baba. I think that is what we should just try to explain to one another. Because they have been calling them.
Am I audible? Please, yes, let's be mindful of our comments. That's why people have opinions, and we are very different kind of people. So we are not supposed to. Yes, sir. We are not supposed to be. We disagree to agree. Please, thank you.
People don't understand that. That is the word. Look, you might correct one another. Maybe, sorry, sir. Maybe I don't like me. I don't even know some people are calling them names. Will I believe that one know? It's not possible. But they have their own feelings too. It was when Oluwatosin said it that they called them. They were like, you should have came out to tell us before. He said no. That how many times will they come out? And they are the one that we know. Even whether they are no more in critical, but they are still part of us. We are still together. So that one is okay. But if someone make a mistake, there is a way we can correct one another without going. Thank you.
I will let Mr. Tarzan round up.
Let me wrap up now. You see, if all of us had to look or listen to what people say about us wrongfully, nobody will still remain here today. General Vengeance will not be here today. If it's what people say about him, if it's what people say about G-Babe, if it's what people say about Trust No One, if it's what people say about Amori, nobody will remain. If it is what people say about Aloba himself, if it is what people say about Aloba himself, the man will have gone home and nobody will remain here. So what I'm saying, in essence, is that people will talk. How can any reasonable person who knows that the money is not in the group's account, will say that the group spend the money, and then the group now carry that with all passion to come and redirect the purpose for which the money was was contributed. That is my point. And it is based on principle. We may have different views, but that principle remains. Again, I leave you with this. If we all have to react based on what people say, based on what people write, based on lies, based on propaganda, based on distortion about our person, nobody will remain here. T-Poch, what have they not said about you? But you remain resolute. That is the spirit. That is the true spirit of J4M. There were people whose family pictures were put up all over internet. There were people whose pictures of husbands were littered all over the place. If we all have to react without measure on that, nobody will remain here. So that is my point. We can disagree, but I know in our disagreement, no matter how we disagree, the principle will always be the same. It will not change. So that is my point. Baba has not called Ish for money. Is the money there? Yes, the money is there. When he calls for money, just as Ish came out to say, I have been called to put the money in Baba's hand, so also Ish will come out and say, look, Baba has asked me to give him 100 naira, and everybody will know. And the account will be done. So for me, that is where the issue came from. So we should understand it. And if we want to continue to gloss over, well, it's okay. But that is my point. And I want to believe that those who didn't understand, who went to go and give whatever narrative they want to give, well, good luck. Continue. It's okay. But my point is clear. It's not ambiguous. My point is not ambiguous in any way. So that is it for me. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you very much. God will continue to replenish you. Madam Amori, Lady Buttermint, Mommy G Babe, Trust No One, and all the good people in the comment section. Thank you for still standing and for not flinching because of what people say or what people wrote. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Tarzan. Thank you so much. God bless you. I hope you stay around. There's something I would love to say, but before that, I will let Mr. General Vengeance speak, please. General, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. General Mama T-Poch, it's nice to see you again.
Okay.
I guess you went on a long sabbatical leave, and you are back. I hope you are now back as a permanent staff and not as a part-timer. So we hope to see more of you. We hope to hear your voice, and then your contributions to justice for Mohbad continue to get the desired energy that we all need at this present time. Because to be sincere, we need a succulent voice like yours, especially when things got heated up. And thank God that we're having that voice back. So we really appreciate what you are doing right now. Thank you so much. And I also want to use this opportunity to actually appreciate everyone, every soul, all the gladiators and generals that took time out of their no time a few hours ago to celebrate my birthday. I am so much indebted with appreciations to all you have done. Thank you for celebrating me. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Thank you for the DM. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the eulogization. Everything, the sweet words. I really appreciate you. You people are big family. Big family. You are so big. And then this is what J4M has brought to our doorstep. That bond that secures and call ourselves the familiar. That's J4M for you. So when you look at thank you so much, January 17. When you look at the different perspective of J4M, you cannot also overlook the positive aspect he has brought to us. Without J4M, we wouldn't have known each other, even though we may not have seen each other physically, but we can feel each other. We may not have touched each other, but we can feel each other. We can see that love that radiates around us. We can see that common goal. We can see the determination. We can see that teamwork, manship, that spirit that want to get things done. We can see it among us. Even with our divergent and our different opinions, we still belong to that core of justice that says, no, people that killed Mohbad must not go unpunished. Yes, we are still tied down to that root of saying, no, those that met that injustice against Mohbad must not go unpunished. And that is one thing that is holding us together, which is thicker, broader, more powerful than every other thing that want to divide us. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate everybody from head to toes. I appreciate you a lot. All the gladiators and generals, God bless you. And I pray that many more years for us, we shall celebrate more. We shall have housewarming. We shall buy cars. Our children and grandchildren shall be celebrated. We shall do more exploits on the land of the living. No evil shall befall us. We shall not hear any news that will call for money for anybody among us in Jesus' name. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you a lot. God bless you and God bless you. Just to say away from that celebration, let me just drop a few words concerning the matter that Gladiator Buttermint actually brought up. Let me go specifically before I go that. General Trust No One, thank you so much. God bless you. The General Active Retired GB, the only general that is retired but still active. I cannot do without appreciating you. Hey, God bless you for all you do for justice. Gladiator Buttermint, thank you. God bless your sincerity of heart. General Amori, thank you. God bless your contributions for justice. General Kazan, thank you so much. God bless your wisdom. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Many other generals and gladiators. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. There's something that we need to understand on top of this money. Money is not everything. We understand. Money is not everything. When you have helpers of destiny that are willing to go extra mile to contribute towards achieving certain goal, that is the driving force. The money actually is not really the driving force, but the people that have formed the core and integral part of J4M, supporting Babaloba for almost 2.5 years. They are the bedrock of justice for Mohbad, not actually the money. The money is just an instrument, but the determination and desire for people to ensure that justice is given to the slain Ilewolo Aloba take a preeminence over the amount of money that we are talking about. And I can see that remains undefeated. That desire, that determination remains undefeated and remains unmatched. Remains undefeated and remains unmatched. And that is the most important thing. When you talk about this DNA issue, let us go back to, let me take you back the memory lane a little bit. When Omisi Talibanjo was told to do DNA, she said she would not do any DNA. And it is at the time She said it was only the court that will tell her to do DNA, and the Baba should go and get court order. That was when the noise around the DNA became louder and audible. And everybody was talking about the DNA, that DNA must be done, DNA must be done, DNA must be done. However, there is one difference that we have to acknowledge in the kind of DNA that we all labored for and the kind of DNA that we are getting now. I think the mistake that we are making, is that we are trying to ascribe uniformity or ascribe identical nature to the DNA that we were laboring for and the DNA we are now. We are trying to see it in the same light, but they differ. And when you are talking about the purpose of the donation, I can say it categorically that the purpose of donation of this money, as it was then, has actually changed. The purpose is now wearing different colors. The purpose is now wearing different fabric. It is not the same thing. Let's get it clear. The DNA that we all labor for was not the DNA that will be overseen by the government. When people were donating this money that we are talking about, there was nobody that mentioned welfare officer. There was nobody that mentioned 3 DNA centers. One for Wumi, one for Baba, one for the government. There are a lot of conditions that were not mentioned then. There are a lot of things that did not come into limelight when this money was donated. Things have changed. We might not want to appreciate what has changed. We might not want to acknowledge what has changed. But we cannot hide from the truth. We ask for the DNA of 100%, but the DNA that we've been given to now is a DNA of 30%. I know you may not want to, some people may not want to agree with me, but that is the truth. It is the truth. This situation on ground now is not a situation of spectators paying to watch a football match. And when they get to the field, they got to see that the field is now waterlogged. They got to see that the referee is no longer a biased entity that is supposed to be. They are not looking at a referee, do you understand, that is telling the players that I'm going to ensure that this other party is going to win. And the spectators, they are there to watch a free and fair football match where the referee will not intervene, will not do anything, but we allow a free flow of football. Are you telling me that those spectators will not raise a concern? And some of them will not even say, I would like to collect my money because you have rigged this match in advance? Are you telling me it's not going to be within the right of those spectators to do so? We need to appreciate what we had, what we were laboring for, and what we have got. It is not an act of sabotage. It's not an act of they are not supporting it. It is an act of identifying what has happened, what has gone wrong, what has changed. It is an act of understanding the fact that it is an act of understanding that what we order is not what we are getting. So when you say the purpose of the donation, the purpose of the donation is DNA truly, but it is not this nature of DNA. We need to appreciate that fact. We need to acknowledge it. Oyomotonke, this is Yoruba, for those that are Yoruba among us. Oyomotonke, ode to ye ya eton elekun. Yes, Oyomotonke. Ó lé ìyá ètò rẹ̀ lọ́kún. Wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá wẹjú ó lẹ̀wù bá. So people that are saying this purpose seem to be partly defeated, they are not wrong. Look at the autopsy and toxicology. When they awarded autopsy and toxicology to us, do you know that this game that they are playing with DNA, they did not play it with autopsy and toxicology directly? Though they indirectly play the same game with autopsy and toxicology
awarded to us. They didn't call welfare officer. They didn't say they are going to oversee it. Even though they still use saboteurs like Muiwa and some other evil element to destroy the autopsy and toxicology result. But in this DNA, they are not even playing hide and seek with this DNA. They are coming with their full test to show that we are going to be the one to decide. So you cannot say it's the same thing that they have given to us and the purpose has not changed. Therefore, everything should go as planned. People have the right to also raise concerns that they have changed the post of this match. That this referee is one-sided. That the players have been bribed. That our strikers have been injured. People have the right to say so. Let's get it right. It doesn't make people that are speaking this thing that they don't want the business of the Jerusalem. Those are the facts that some people don't want to listen to. They don't want to hear. They just want us to say, okay, yes, it is DNA. Now it is DNA. They've given us. They've given us fine. But we have heard about matches that were rigged. We have heard about election results that were rigged. Are you telling me that we've not been having election in Nigeria? Are you telling me those elections have not been rigged? Of course. Under the Constitution, election held in 2023. Under the Constitution, election held in 2015. Are you telling me that those elections reflected the true will of Nigerians? No. Of course, they were manipulated. The same thing is what we are saying.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're very audible.
Yeah, because no matter how authentic it might seem now, people will still have their doubt, considering everything that has happened before. And I think everyone is allowed. You must. No, people will have their doubt.
The truth is,
so it's now left for you to be able to okay, I understand. The division was needed for that.
Let me tell you, Mama T. Let me tell you, Mama T. Poch. One thing is certain. The purpose why that money was donated was for unflinching, unmanipulated DNA, and not the one that we are having it now. We didn't contribute that money for the government supervised DNA. What people contributed that money was for government to say, okay, producer developer, you have the right to go and do your DNA. Go and take your sample, take it to wherever you want, and bring the results. And we are going to vet the results to be sure that it was the same thing that you are supposed to do that you did. Not the other way around, that the government is now saying they will be the one to be the referee. The government that has been the referee of JFM for 2.5 years. And they have not allowed the justice fighters to score any goal. And they are the ones still presenting themselves as the referee again in the same DNA. And you are saying the generals and legislators should not raise a level of concern. How is it done? How is it done? So the purpose of the donation is no longer the purpose of the donation. It has changed. Let us get that right. He's wearing another fabric. The uniform has changed. He had 2 legs before, but now he's having 1 leg. The head is now plaster. He's got bandage on his right arm. It looks like still be the purpose. It's looking like the purpose, but it's no longer the real purpose. They have injured that purpose. And that's why people that contributed, they deserve to actually have a rethink. They deserve to actually have a rededication, a determination. That okay, are we really ready to still invest into this purpose, even though we know it's battered, even though we know that it might not come true, even though whatever it comes, we are ready to take it. They need to redecide. It's not bad. And that's what we are saying. And for people that made the call that they should allow they should release the money to Baba, it was born out of a consistent and persistent prayer. Do you understand? They can lay any allegation against anybody. But when they start laying allegations of corruption, financial misappropriation, one thing is for somebody to call you a thief when they have not contributed any money to your care. Another thing is for you to have money in your care and you are being called a thief. There are two different things. One is Arabu. One will be like Iro, Tove Jobo Oto. There are two different things too. People said a lot of things. So when you see the critical guys making some people say it's because they don't want their names to come up when the issue of this issue of clinical come up, and they don't want to be seen as if the one that they don't want them to do the DNA, because people have started tagging them already as anti-DNA. It was bad enough, and that's why they told them that okay, there's nobody that will invest into a business that you know that is going to crash. It's not a rational decision. You want to do a business, but you know you're going to fail in that business. Rationally, you will not put your money in that business. There's no sailor. There's no Navy captain that we want to what? That we want to drive a ship that you know is going to capsize in the middle of the ocean. Nobody. There's no football team. There's no football team player that want to play a match that you know that the loss is inevitable and you cannot do anything about it. There's nobody. Nobody does this in life to fail. Nobody prays for failure. And you cannot register for an exam. You know that you cannot pass. It's not a rational decision. And that is what is happening. That is exactly what is happening with the DNA. So when I said, give the money to Baba, don't tag it to the DNA, I know what I'm saying. If you want to say, okay, let us have a vote of confidence on this DNA that was said. Do you know how many people have concern about the DNA process now? If it is when this government started meddling into issue of DNA that the contributions issues came up, do you think people will turn up the way they turn up that other time? Those are the differences that you need to peruse, you need to look at and see. And that is why it is no longer the DNA that we talk about there, that we're having now. Accepting that differences will not change us from being who we are as the generals and gladiators. So people that said, wait till after the DNA to give the money to Baba, they are not wrong. They never said they should not give the money to Baba. People that say give the money to Baba, but please don't tag it to the DNA, they are not wrong. They are not saying don't give the money to Baba. None of them is wrong. None of them is wrong. And the critical thinkers are not redirecting the purpose of the donation. I need to correct that thing. They are not redirecting the purpose at all. How are they redirecting the purpose? They are not redirecting the purpose. We just want to be sure that everything is done in the right manner. And then we should expect the best results. But if the session of some people said they are okay, that they are pro-government DNA now, they are satisfied, that the money should be given to Baba, everybody is saying the money should also be given to him. But however, the opinions of those that contributed that money must be sought for the second time. That we have seen, you have seen that the DNA is like this, so the conditions that were not there before when you are contributing, they are now putting it there. Everything that you thought would be like this is no longer like that. Are you still saying that you should give this money to pursue the DNA, or you want to give the money for another purpose? It is a right question, and it is a right decision that money was made. It is not out of place for them to make such decision the second time. Some people will decide at first and they will decide the second time. The answer for some people may be yes, yes. The answer for some people may be no, no. But nobody will make a decision that come and give the money back to me. That is it. People must know where they are conquered. It is for the glory of Rome. Just like the Romans used to say. And it's for the glory of the DNA. The DNA must be done right. And you can only put money where your heart lies. So I'm still saying the money should be given to Baba. But if they are giving that money to Baba because you are thinking that this DNA will not have government hands in it, I'm telling you that you are totally wrong. I can say it. if you're giving this money to Baba for the DNA, and you are thinking this DNA will not be manipulated by this government, or they will allow a fair play, I'm telling you that you are totally wrong. If you are giving this money to Baba by saying, just go and do the DNA, DNA is DNA. Maybe he does not have 2 legs, maybe he's battered, maybe he's wounded, maybe he's on a sick bed, maybe he cannot breathe very well, the DNA is DNA. Then just go and give the money anyway. No problem. That's the fact that we need to understand. It's the fact that we need to understand. But if you are saying you want to know the true nature of that boy's father, and you want to get the real result when the DNA result comes out, I'm telling you, this DNA process does not seem to be promising to bring up the true reflection of who the father of Liam is, unless a miracle happens. It's being controlled by the government as we speak. They are the one in charge. They are the one in charge. And they have been in charge of so many things in the past, and none of them has yielded any good results. It's the truth that must be told. Every great gladiators and generals must tell this thing to those that are listening to them. You cannot be silent at this point when you are supposed to speak. We were silent during autopsy and toxicology until they brought everybody to us. Where has that one gotten us? Where has it gotten us? The truth must always be told. Nobody stood against giving that money to Baba. What people are standing against now is giving that money to Baba for the same purpose for which it was contributed, and that purpose is defeated stylishly. But Baba will still have the money. But you have to be careful of what you're asking for. Because what you order is not what is about to be delivered. Except anybody can come out to beat his chest and say, this DNA will never be manipulated. I am putting my chest to it. Whatever result that they bring to you, I want you to know that that's the result. Whatever result this DNA bring forth is the result of paternity of Liam. I want somebody to come out and beat his chest for it. But I've not seen anybody. So even those that are saying, give the money for Baba, give the money for Baba for the DNA, they know in their inner heart that this government hands are capable of manipulating the result. So why are you not saying give the money to Baba to do the DNA then? Even in your heart of heart, you know that something will solve in that DNA. You cannot be too sure, but something will not solve. So why are you not saying, it is not about Eshaloshe. What is worth doing well? What is worth doing? It is worth doing well.
It's worth doing
and I'm
well.
standing by my submission. Come rain, come sunshine, I'll start by it. Thank you so much and God bless you. I appreciate all the gladiators and generals. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, General Vengeance. Thank you so much. I mean, in some parts or a lot of parts and most of the parts, people are not understanding why this is coming up like this. You've actually made it clear to us, you know. To some people, they don't want to feel like, yeah, we are just anywhere you face us, okay. But this is why we are here. This is the reason why we are here. We want everything to be done right. And the way it seems to be, I mean, one person don't have the monopoly of knowing it all. The reason why we are here is to see that everything is done accordingly. Why have we been calling out the government? Why have we been saying they didn't do this? They didn't do it anyway. They didn't do it. I remember the autopsy and toxicology do it at the end of the day. That was really disappointing. So how many times are we going to sit there and say, okay, they say it's like this now. All right, the lawyer said that. My opinion, though, the lawyer said this. Okay, the lawyer said it's not fine. It's not fine. Some people agree, let's follow what the lawyer, of what they've concluded is going to be. It's like you don't know what you stand for. You don't know what you want. We understand the government will come in now. I'm not trying to, I'm saying my opinion. Can I have a say? Don't forget we came in once or twice. Otherwise, we would have followed that first whatever they brought in with all those papers, one signed and one was not signed. If it was not spoken about, they won't change it. And then they came with, okay, the lawyer are going to come in between. It was this other one that it has happened that Baba has to bring 3 and the other side has to bring 3. You know, otherwise it will stay the same. Why? We have to speak up for them to do the right thing. This one that they came up with now is shady for a lot of people. So people are going to complain, are going to, you see, I'm not particular in here or there, but I know what I believe in, what I want. I wish it was that first application that was applied upon that was answered. But they refused, they decided not to answer to that and brought their own agenda. So imagine me, just one me. If I have a feeling about it, what would hundreds of people, thousands of people that wants justice for Mohbad be thinking? They have their opinion, they have their fears, like, no, it's not done like this. They didn't end it the way we planned to do it. It's going to be shaky. It's definitely going to be opinions upon opinion. We even invited Wumi to come and do her DNA live. Let the whole world. What is wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Baba actually asked for DNA. If you know this child belongs to Mohbad, why can't you just do that peacefully? You see where problems started coming in because the DNA became more difficult. It's like the more as we go along, it gets more difficult. Why? You said he's the granddad and the late Mohbad is his father. So why are you making a big thing out of it? So if you begin to make troubles out of it, and with every other thing that's surrounding the birth of this child, trust me, there's almost nothing like what's happening right now good enough for the DNA of Liam. If you wanted to just prove to the world, this is the son, it's obvious you want to, and we already know you want to charades around the whole issue. So coming back to why it is the way it is, do you know we can still, like the word I used before, disagree to agree. This is not our personal issue. The whole reason why we are here, why we talk on the same issues and topics is justice for Mohbad. How do we go beyond this? I, for one, I don't see any problem with, as long as the money, of which I know is not directed to another purpose, except there is a reason why it is directed to another purpose. For example, okay, Baba already has money for the DNA, and of course there are so many things we can do. So I don't see a reason whether it's tagged DNA or it's not tagged DNA for that money. As long as we all know now the reason why Ish might be called, go give Baba the money, go give Baba the money, because some group of people cannot take the responsibility or cannot carry the responsibility of everybody out there because it's heavy. You know, it's the same us that will come back to ourselves and say, oh, it's because of you. You are the one that, you understand? We will still come back to blaming ourselves. So all the parties here are not wrong at all. And each coming out to talk about it is totally not wrong. Totally right. Hello, this money has been with me. At least we've been seeing how we've been doing with each other. Have we been that lovely to each other? No. So that's already a good reason why one will come out. This money has been with me. I know some parts want me to give it to Papa. I know some part want me to hold it before now. What should I do? Because this is the public that donated that money. I really don't want to talk about this particular one. But I'm just trying to clear that out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why it's the money the issue. It's we ourselves that are the issue. If we agree, okay, this is how Papa are going to do it now. How are we coming together to see that this actually comes out the way we want it, instead of just keep stressing on one issue? Do we have other things we want to do to help justice for Mohbad? Do we have other things we want? Yeah. Hello. We are talking of home forensic and so many other things that didn't happen on this case. So we can't just dwell. DNA is an important part of getting justice for Mohbad. That is, if it's related. It doesn't conclude whether the child is for Mohbad, is not for Mohbad. It doesn't end the investigation. It doesn't mean because you have a child for someone, you cannot buy the person. So for me, it's all the same. It doesn't matter. Whether the child is for him, it's not for him, it doesn't stop what has to happen. You understand? So we cannot be all covered up like, oh wow, this might just be. Yeah, it might be his son. Glory be to God. And if it's not his son, it doesn't automatically change it that, or because it's not. We are not banking on that. We are banking on the facts that were before us, before now. Everything that happened before now. Everything surrounding the birth of that child and the cry of Mohbad. We know exactly that he didn't just cry. He went to a show that day. He went to a show. And coming back home still healthy. He had a fight on his way. His baby mama fought him. Going to the house, had a fight. What kind of scratch that nobody at Ikorodu or wherever he went to that show could give us that specific scene where whatever they said happened there. Nothing like that. And why is everybody that is in that house acting the same? Why? Why is nobody daring to say, I dare come out and say this? Nobody. So there's something not right about the whole situation. There is nothing right about it. Nothing. Nobody has come to tell us why they ran out to go to the pharmacy to get something to treat Mohbad. For what? For that little wound that he had yesterday night. What now suddenly happened? That you have to rush. You don't have something in your house to wrap. You understand what I mean? And to the story of taking him to the hospital, he died on the way, he died in the car, or 2 minutes later, 20 minutes later. But the doctor came to the coroner inquest and told us that he was brought in died. Are we losing that out of our head already? He was brought in died. The doctor said that. So it's enough to create those doubts on people's mind that everything that has to do with the government that didn't go close up Mohbad's house to do the proper investigation, that they will not do it right. That they are not doing it right. Or is it the Lagos state government? Somebody died. Somebody died in the house. And nobody has been held accountable. Where does that happen even in that Nigeria? Even in Nigeria. Because the one who will hear is the ones that has money. And though among those ones, what case has happened like that? Nobody, nothing happened. Nobody, they tell us we went for investigation, they've been interrogated. What came out of the interrogation? What? Nothing. Since last 2 years, Baba has been going out. Phone forensic, phone forensic, phone forensic. Nothing came out. Everything has been silenced. And you want to tell us now that, yeah, because it's a dispute, the government have decided to come in between, so we are going to do our DNA. Sorry. It doesn't clear the fact that we haven't found WID Mohbad. It doesn't. It doesn't change the fact that the necessary things you were supposed to do to even give us an atom of belief in you, it hasn't been done. So in this particular case, it has to be resolved within us. The energy we are using to do or do other things that if we put it on the government, look at VDM. I know a lot of people might, oh, you think he doesn't know what he's doing? Did you know what that impacted? That's one man. And because of what he's doing, a lot of other people decide to believe in him. He called you out, whether you think they are not hearing, they are hearing. They didn't hear him talking the other day, but the civil whatever, they have to go and gather and have a conference on this, just this, and people are dying and hungry, and they haven't had short conference for them. For you to know that, because it affects their own. Because their president's son was mentioned. So is the reason So is the reason So is the reason it's for this same cause. And when we are talking, we don't have to be speaking words that would divide us. Because there are ways you talk. Some people listen to understand, while some people just take it as nothing. Every little thing you say, people pick out of it. You know. The person, when you're talking, people will go and relate with like minds. Oh, this one thinks like me. So it's like that. You think like me, I will come closer to people that think like me. Because this particular person, I've tried to shred this part that I believe. No, you can come in between. We are not from the same parent, we are not the same family, so we will have our own kind of talk. So be in between. It concerns this issue. No, don't be separating. Or some kind of, this. Hello, it goes a long way. I feel it too, so somebody else will feel it. So it's like, oh, is this what you are thinking concerning this? Okay. Have it your way. And it's one of the reasons why all this are happening. And it didn't just happen today. It happened also through the people we think or we were looking up to. You know, it's where this issue started from. They are not problem solvers. They are not in-between commoners. They are not putting my own a bit aside, but for this cause, I want to stand it out this way. I know what I'm talking about, you know. So that affected a lot of other things, and things that were not supposed to come in, came in. Yeah, here we are today, you know. So please, when we are talking, let's try to find a way to build that unity. I know they will go like, oh, creating peace. Nobody is special than anybody, you know. Everybody can decide to say, I beg, let me do my own. I don't care about things. Just for justice, please. I was saying yesterday, we are not really happy. Is this how it was? Is this how we go where we got to? Of course, we haven't had everything we've asked for or requested for. They failed us in a lot of things. Should we just give up? Fold our hands like, yeah, okay, it's the government. Who are they? We put them there. They should listen at some point. Okay, the DNA might not also be going the way we have planned it or we wanted it within us. Let's use wisdom. Let's see how we can bypass some pain, of which we're not going to keep talking. We're not going to keep telling them, hey, this is how we want it. Baba, please, see that this. But, man, I don't know if I made sense at all in everything that I've been saying. But I appreciate every one of you that are standing for justice for Mohbad. So it's what I'm just trying to say. Let's find a way to bypass. Thank you. I don't know if anyone have anything to say.
My sis, you have spoken very well. I really appreciate you. That was very nice. That was very thoughtful of you. So the problem with we Nigerians, we have problem with integrity, and it's just like General Rangers has said, everything is said, everything, all is coming, everything about the statement. I really appreciate him, and I really I'm feeling right now that he has said a very, very correct thing about all the situations. The problem we Nigerians have is this: integrity is a problem, and I always tell people we Nigerians, most of us, you know, from Nigeria, that we're born in Nigeria, we are born in like corrupt and in a corrupt, violent community or environment, because the country is corrupt. The country is very corrupt, so we have problems. That is why sometimes when something happens that is very bad, some Nigerians don't see it as a bad thing. They feel like, oh, I feel like I should know. So that's the problem we are facing now, right now. But we that we live in a diaspora, we live in the Western world, we should be able to, the way we behave, what we do, the way we talk, our you know, the way we are to reflect that we live in a world that is Western. We are Westerner. We should be able to let people know that this thing is bad and is bad. You know, if that was the purpose of contributing money, the purpose was to use that money for something, and then somebody is coming to say, oh no, give it to, no, we don't do that. We in Nigeria, we have problem with integrity. Please, you guys should stop it. If they are giving Papa that money for something else, then we should let people know. Carry other people along, the people that make that make that money possible. Talk to them and say, okay, just like General Reza said, he said that the purpose of that money might not or may not be used, you know, for the purpose anymore. So because they know that will be compromised anyway. I know that if government is doing the DNA, I don't believe in that. So anyway, so they should let people know that, okay, this money we are using for this thing. We are not using it for a ticket. We are using it for another thing. Let people know about it. Integrity should be the key. And the problem is that we live here in the diaspora, we have the problem of that thing. We are the one throwing stones to Nigeria. Look, if the people are home, I don't have problem with them. If they do anything wrong, I don't have problem because you know what? They don't have any change of environment. They don't know what is going on. They are used to that thing. They are used to corruption in Nigeria. So when you leave Nigeria and you live in a world, a Western world, you live in a country of law, and you know how things are going smoothly and the country is working, we should be able to tell people at home and say, don't do this thing like this, do it like this. No, but no. We here, we are the problem of this. We are not saying, no, you can't do that. Integrity should be the key. Say, let people know that this thing is wrong. That is me, and that's why many people are following.
Yes.
Because I will name
because
it.
Everything is acceptable. Oh no, don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. If you do it like this, if you don't say something, it will continue.
Exactly.
It will continue.
My sister, and we that we live here, we are the problem. We are the ones supporting bad thing. Pastor told us it's okay. Invitation Latin day. What is invitation Latin day? In Nigeria, we have problem, and that's why that country will remain stagnant. It's not moving anywhere because why? We are doing corruption. Even we that we live in abroad, we still love that corruption. We love it. We believe in it. And the problem is that we live in a country where law works. Why we don't preach to people? Why we don't tell people that this thing is wrong? Stop it, so that we can have a better Nigeria. Irony. These are the people that we wait. I don't care. Me, my own is I will say my own. I don't want people to like me. I don't care. Me, I will say my own and I will move. My own is I will say this thing and I will make sure I clear my own conscience. If something is wrong, I will say it out and I'll say it's wrong. So I don't really care. I don't really care about any other person. I don't know anybody. Like now, we are whole family because of justice of Mohbad. Because of Mohbad died, and then because we are all good parents, and we want justice for this guy. We have to do the right thing. We have to do it. We can't be saying, no. I really, what the Rangers said, and Mr. Tarzan, I agree with them. So whatever they want to do is okay, but my own is, that money should be used for the purpose of it. And if they are going to divert the money to something else, or they're going to use it for something else, it's okay. But they have to call the attention of those people that put the money together and tell them, okay, we are not using this money for this again. Let's use this for this. So that at least integrity, we should have integrity, please. Then, so that people will believe us. They will believe in us rather than doing something otherwise, and then we come out and say something. That is why people will keep calling you. They are called. We are not called here. No, we are trying to do something. To look for the right thing. To make sure the boys get justice. That's what we are trying to do. Mommy, give me a sorrow.
I'm coughing.
Mommy.
Me, I don't like you, but I love you.
Thank you, I love you too.
But you say you don't want people, you don't care that people like you. But I don't like you, I love you.
Okay, Mommy, thank you. I understand you, but sometimes when you say something they don't like, Nigeria,
we are going out of justice for Mohbad now. We are here for our own family.
Yes, man. No more coffee. I don't use that one.
I know. We continue to talk about anything. Something. Is everyone?
No.
As I get for it. I just want to conclude by saying this, please. We said we are light here. Whether like we all be saying, forget your personality, forget about personal issues. We are still talking the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes when we want to just advise one another, no one is perfect. Advise with love and don't use that tone. That person might not, maybe it's trying to arrive at somewhere, but the way he put it or she put it is the way. But you can correct me. I can correct you. Bye.
No, some people don't take correction. You know that.
I'm just concluding now. We have also said it all. Some people. That's why I said no one is perfect. Honestly, I can go anyway. It doesn't mean I have to rubbish someone. I have to know. We are saying in conclusion, let's even the comment something. Except those people that are coming here and they don't have shit, they are not part of us. These are the ones you see, they mama they be commenting nonsense. But sometimes our own people too will be attacking someone that when you said this, I have this skill. It shouldn't be like that. Let's leave all this. You can correct me with love, not come in and start insulting me or throwing banter or so. It's not fair. We are all human beings, because if we react, that's the end. And I said it, I don't want to repeat, I cut it off, but let's correct ourselves with love. Mr. Tazan might be wrong in one area, but coming out like Mommy Buttermilk listen. We all listen to all this our show. Okilo happen to that. You can correct it, but you're wrong. Like Mr. Sweet, I always like his write-up. We are all one. We are doing this collectively. Not that Emimo Sheju. There are some people that put 500,000. Someone, not that the person just said it.
Sorry, yeah. Jibe, 1 minute. Bring Mommy Alayo Neo.
No, don't bring anybody up when I'm here, or else I'm good at now. I'm talking. Because we started this show. Let me just say something now, Mr. Mommy, trust no one. You see, like, I can correct Mr. Tazan or Venture. Like, Venture always do that. He's always trying to, and Mr. Bami Ish, my student, I see their style. They try to quash the when we're having argument, they don't want it to escalate. That is how it should be. Whether you are host or panelists or commenters that you comment, you can correct one another with love. The harsh word is not good. The other day I was like, oh, host, go to what we're talking about on each. Then one person said, I know the person, leave this place, madam. I was like, can you imagine? Look at that. It's your mentality. And I laughed. I said, I know you that you are there. I did not even abuse that person. I didn't. So I said, I know you. That's your trademark. Please, let's correct one another with love. We are light here. We are fighting for the same cause. And we are not being mingling with the evil, the other side are dark forces. I saw you. I just want to say this. Maybe you did the show yesterday, I don't know. A guy, John, later he's Igbo, I don't think he's Yoruba, the way he sound and one other guy. He said, let me tell you too, it's not that you are not doing your best, according to the guy. He said, listen, accept there are some mistakes you have made too. Try to work on that area and accept your fault. And to God who made me, because Yomi was banting that man, that Babatekpe Omuluwa, because he has mentioned my name one time and my twinny, that Baba Sholake, so, it was like, there's nothing, no evidence, no justice for Mohbad again. Yomi now came out on him that Eshima Sobe. That's Yomi now, they got Yomi angry. Yomi said, hello, he said that rough nonsense word that Alagata used to say, hello, ba obìnrin sùn. He said it roughly. Hello, ba wants to I'm happy that Yomi gave it to him, but Yomi, then the judge said, no, don't go that way. Accept the way you two started. You are the NGO or whatever. Check the area you are at fault. Go and do homework on it, then change. The guy said he believes in him, he has tried, but don't, not that you are always right. Go and walk back, think back of the thing that people are complaining. Then just change. You address your way. I'm a lioness, so don't come and swallow me here. You go lion because you are facing me. Anyway, so, and you know what Yomi said? He said, okay, I'm sorry. He will do that. He accepted it. Well, a lot of people don't want to accept their fault, is that they are always right. Our own people everywhere we are, whether whether even one of us said I consider. Yes, just if you even want to correct someone, say it. This one you say is wrong. Not that way. And that is the way. Not coming and say the people are saying the thing that it will fire me. Please. Let us be, accept those people. That's why hosts always have your moderators. So some of the moderators know those, you see when they comment, you know they are from the other side, from the dark world. And they will perish. That the way God is punishing Iraq, this is the way they'll be bombing you. Trump bomb Thank you, host. We love this show today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's correct one another with love. Not that Kiniko, please, and we should not overdo it. Thank you. Honestly, I love you, your platform. Because the fire of God is here. You started with prayer. You started well. Thank you. You carried us along. Thank you.
Muted. Thank you, G babe. God bless you. Thank you. Mr. Mori, before trust no one. Mr. Mori, you want to say something to us?
No, I slept off since.
Ah, you've missed though.
I've missed a lot. No, I slept off since. With when that is talking about I slept off.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Well, I'm still here, no problem. Okay.
Okay. So you speak later. Trust no one. Or star Mommy Alayo ni me. Mommy Alayo ni me.
Ma.
Good morning, ma.
Welcome, ma.
Thank you for all you do, ma.
Welcome,
I appreciate you coming out.
God bless you.
I appreciate you coming out. This is my first time on your page, and I've always hear your voice, your opinion. It really goes a long way. God bless you for all you do. Mommy, trust no one. Good morning, ma. Thank you for coming out always as well.
You are welcome, ma.
Yes, ma. Yawaji Bib.
Nobody should mention my name. I said it. You know, I've stated my own. No one should mention my name.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ wá látẹ̀kọ́ra yín sí. Gbogbo tí yín ò jú. Kẹ́ máa fáyà. Iná ọ̀run máa bá yín wí. Kálẹ̀ ń bàjá.
Came purposely for me to come and attack me. I've not attacked anybody today. Filadura, Ọlọ́run wà. I won't say more than that.
Anyways, I love you. Thank you for all you do, ma. Thank you. Your voice also goes a long way. Many blessings to you, ma. Thank you, my mommy, Philly baby. Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate. My sweet mommy, buttermeat. Omoto Pupa. Good morning, ma. My mommy. Thank you for all you do.
Good morning. Do you hear me? Black and beautiful.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. I appreciate it. Mommy, Amori. Good morning, ma. Ekujometa. And to my dearest daddy. My daddy.
He's my daddy. The Avengers is my daddy.
The Avengers, my daddy. Comment section. Good morning. My beautiful host. I'm here this morning. Good morning, ma. Mommy, baby, show baby. Nashi, good morning. I'm here this morning purposely because of the DNA. This is me. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for how they should disburse the money. I'm not talking in the aspect of the money. But I want to talk about the DNA. And what do I want to talk about? First of all, the government has no right to do the DNA. What is their business of doing the DNA of Liam? Number one thing is sure, and one thing is certain. Ìlérí Olúwa promise Oladimeji Emmanuel Aloba did not have any child. And he is not the father of Liam. Elegushi. So both federal and state of Nigeria did not have any business, any right or whatsoever to get involved in the DNA of that little boy. Who has the right to ask of who the father of that child is? The supposed grandpa has every right to ask, is this little child right here belongs to my family? If so, I want to know. And how do I want to know? By medical testing that will prove if the child belongs to him. That man called Joseph Oluwabamiwaloba has every right to know if the little boy called Liam belongs to him. First of all, who brings the issue of the paternity out? Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo brought it out, went to the court and said, she said, and I quote, is right there, that Baba have been having issues with her ever since she did not give the baby placenta to the supposed father, to the supposed father and grandpa. Why on earth someone we gave birth and not handing over the placenta to the father of the baby? This is telling us from the onset that this little boy, Liam, is not the son of Ileri Oluwa. And in many ways, this girl called Cynthia Wunmi Sekinot Adebanjo have told us in many ways her voice is right out there. Number one, she said, Baba, efe pa omo ohun bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pa Liam, tẹ́ni tí ń bá ṣe Liam, Baba ẹ máa ṣe oríire ni. Excuse me, give me a few seconds.
Thank you so much, Clarissa Olayodimi. And then let me pick it up from where you stopped. You know, why she was making that threat, she didn't mention that Baba wanted to kill his grandchild, though. Wunmi, most of her statements never attach Liam to Aloba's family. Go and check out most of her statements. And we even heard recently that in Liam's international passports, it does not bear Aloba. Liam's international passports does not carry Aloba. So whose name is there? You know, one thing is certain. Even the whole world and beyond, they know that Liam does not belong to Aloba. They know that Liam does not have Mohbad's blood in him. The government are also aware. The courts, they are aware. When we were on a general Trust No One platform yesterday, one of our gladiators was commenting repeatedly that Wunmi,
God bless you, General, sir.
That Wunmi and her team, they've met the welfare officers, they met with the welfare officer 3 times already concerning the DNA.
Up that side, you I screenshot it.
God bless you. that person was putting on the comment section repeatedly that Wunmi and her team have met with the welfare officer 3 times now. They had meeting with the welfare officer 3 times already. He also put it on that comment section that Wunmi and her team, they have met with what? They have met with the judge of this DNA court 2 times. And he was challenging Wunmi. Let me tell you one thing that we need to understand, that there are so many people among us that have access to certain information that many of us are not privy to. We don't even know who is who among us. We don't know who is who among us. So if they are meeting welfare officer, if they are meeting the judge of DNA court because of the same DNA, is that not a punter that these people want actually to twist the arms of the truth, to bend it in their direction and favor? Something is peculiar about the DNA of Liam.
Auntie Tracy, where have you been? Long time. Good afternoon, man.
Mohbad case as complex
I
as
miss
this.
you.
If Liam was not in picture of Mohbad's death, Wunmi would have been in prison by now. In fact, they would have forgotten her. So what is so special about Liam in this case? What is connecting Liam with Lagos State government? What is connecting Liam with Saheed Elegushi? What is connecting Liam with Yabo Ojo? What is connecting Liam with the APC, Tinubu and Co? What is special about that boy? That's a question that I expect all the gladiators and generals to be asking. The kingdom of the DNA of Liam has suffered violence. And the violent are the ones that can take it by force. This government, they will do everything possible. Somebody died in the house. They said it was not a homicide. Tell me what it is. He died mysteriously in the house. And the government, the police institution under this government, said it was not homicide. Nothing was done. The house was not sealed. Those in the house were not arrested. In fact, they left those in the house and they were arresting those that were outside. And you are still saying, you are still thinking it's normal? For forensic for 2.5 years has eluded the investigation. And you think that is still okay? CCTV, the CCTV that those idiotic policemen saw about 3:30 on the 12th of September 2023. After the 3:30, that CCTV developed a fault. And they have not repaired the CCTV of today to look at the time that preceded 3:30. And you still think that is normal? I remember Donny Sars came to my platform some time ago. He was talking about how 2 men were in the house. Even Spendi said they met 2 men in the house. And we bothered to ask ourselves, where were those 2 men coming from? Who sent those 2 men into that house? What were their functions? What were the modalities? What was the order given to those 2 men? Those boys that announced that Mohbad died, their faces were swollen. I feel bothered to ask, why were their faces swollen? When Mohbad was begging Adura, that Adura don't see anything, no, Makobamio, why was Mohbad afraid? What power was able to silence those in that house? Where if you speak, you are dead. When this Zlatan told Sam Larry that my mommy told me that if I should speak, what was he talking about? Don't you see that there is one power that killed Mohbad? Mohbad's death was like state assassinated case. Like Delegiwa, like Funshaw Williams. They killed that boy And Liam is standing in the middle of the case. And you are thinking that the DNA, that the same people that killed Mohbad have turned themselves to the referee. And you are still telling me that game will be done free and fair. Here are you whining ourselves, Ni? Some people almost went into coma when the autopsy and toxicology result was released. Do we want to go through the same route? Are you saying people should not prepare themselves mentally to take in another shock that is about to come through the DNA? The government that kept us saying welfare officer, that kept us saying 3 hospitals, the government that sent welfare officer to go and call Papa Mohbad at first, that way bring somebody from your family to come and do the DNA. Do you think they did not know what they want to do? Let us all start thinking deeply and not peripherally.
No.
They killed that boy because of the issue of Liam. Because when Wunmi was in that car, when Mohbad was performing, have they told us who Wunmi was testing? All those text messages that Wunmi was sending in the car before Mohbad finished the show at Ikorodu. Who was the person that Wunmi Sitadebanjo was testing? When they took Mohbad's body to the second police station, did they tell us that they already took Mohbad's body to the first police station? They didn't tell us. Who was Mohbad? Who was Wunmi communicating with? These are the salient questions. These are the salient questions. And as for me, I can never trust this government on Mohbad case. You see this present dispensation? This power of Lagos State that is also the power of Abuja. I can never trust them. I cannot. It is just mean. And it is not highfalutin. It is arithmetic. It is an issue of feasibility study. It's got antecedent. It is trusted and tested that they are not liable. Their actions are enough. They are enough to tell everybody that this government, they are the one that actually killed Mohbad themselves, and they will go at any length to ensure that they get away with Mohbad's murder. So until we start putting that at the back of our mind, it might be difficult for us to have a common areas of reasoning. In this case, the DNA is a World War III. DNA, World War III, Liam's DNA, just like General Tazan said, he has broken the world Guinness Book of Record. The longest DNA, the longest DNA case in history of Nigeria is what we are doing with Liam. Why? Because Liam is a royal boy. Liam belongs to the government. Someone that said, Mohbad will not be the first to die. The government has said Mohbad will not be the first to die.
Hello, sir. Can I start?
Continue, please.
God bless you, sir. You know, you. Ẹ̀yin lẹ̀fọ́rí. General Vengeance is the ẹ̀fọ́rí Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo, and that of Saheed Elegushi himself. So God bless you, my daddy. It shall not be well with you, Saheed. Anyway, now let me go back to where I am going. Sorry, me, I don't send anybody, Papa. I don't send Saheed Elegushi, Papa, at all. And I don't send Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo, Papa, and Karimo Olori Buruku Omo. That one said she bought the house in America, and she had a wardrobe for shoes. I'm coming. Let's talk about the DNA. I'm sorry, everybody. Good morning once again. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jesus.
The house looks like school, actually.
Yes. So they will be posh. Alayo will be posh. Be like Mama posh. All right. So, as I was saying, before my daddy took it up from there, Nyade Banjo told us that Liam, Ikuto Yeki Liam, the death that let me speak it the way she speak it actually. Let me say it in my Yoruba language. Mumi said, and I quote, can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you.
You are audible, yes.
Yes, thank you, sir. He said, and I quote, when she was speaking with this guy, you know, one of the touts or big boys of Lagos State. He said, I am speaking it in Yoruba because she said, and I quote, now, this is what the government, the sitting president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the sitting governor, this is what they need to act on by saying, okay, iku wo lo yẹ kí Liam kú tí Mohbad gbà kú. He said, and it was not being questioned by the government, Nigeria, shame on you. Shame on you. After saying that, what was the business that little boy was doing? What company did he have or asked that someone is chasing him and the alleged or a supposed father has to act like Jesus Christ, the one that died for the sin of you and I. Mohbad now turned himself in Jesus of our time. There is no one, there is no man that will act as Jesus, as Muhammad, as all the prophets of God in the holy books. No. God has not created that person that will act as Jesus, as Muhammad, and every prophet in the holy book. This girl is now telling us, this girl, Cynthia, telling us that Mohbad became a Jesus. Really? Number 2, she came out again and tell us, àwọn daddy Liam ló pa ọkọ mi, telling you and I, telling the government that Baba Liam is somewhere. And Baba Liam is the one covering Omowummi, Cynthia, Sekinat, and Banjo. Do you think the government are covering or shielding Omowummi? No. They are not covering or shielding Omowummi. They are actually covering for Baba Liam. As a matter of fact, God, they are not covering Liam himself. They are all covering Baba Liam, because a shame to one is a shame to all. Did you hear what I just said, Mama? A shame is working. I'm sorry, ma. Okay. Make her go. All right. If he has problem, I'm coming back. Anyway, I'm driving tonight. Yes.
Emilty.
Yeah, you know. Thank you, bro. So a shame to one is a shame to all. So, she said, I'm not daddy Liam. Look out to me. And don't forget, Liam by himself. Liam by himself. When this Iyabo Ojo.
Thank you, ma. See you later. Love you.
This Iyabo Ojo Shobolabasha of the internet, of the Yoruba movie industry, when they in that every members of their family, from generations to generations, they have done a wedding for their seventh. One person has done the wedding of their seventh generation, doing nonsensical. Liam saw his father's car and how old is Liam? To have identified his dad's car, a 2-year-old boy. Wow. Because according to them, they said they had this child on 2023. Iyabo Ojo did generation to generations wedding for a child in 2025. 2 years. 2 years. That boy, little boy, was 2 years, and he could identify his father's car among the multitude, hundreds, or let me say thousands of cars this little boy could identify. Is that boy not brilliant? Now, let's forget, we are not forgetting justice for Mohbad, no. But when things were supposed to be said, let's say it. That little boy is smart, but it's a pity for that boy to come from such a girl.
And they overlooked that. Like, we didn't know what we were hearing, or the boy didn't know what he was saying.
What he was saying. That is another evidence for you and I for the government to know that the father of this little boy is still alive. Then, what killed the bedmate? Because as for me, they were never boyfriend and girlfriend. Ileri Oluwa and me were never boyfriend nor girlfriend. They were just bedmates. Two individuals that are having, sexual fantasy. They were never married. Being introduced to parents does not mean you are married or does not mean it will ever lead to marriage. An introduction is between two people, a corporate individual, and all. So, this boy told us, and the government overlooked all this evidence that what can be the reason of the demise of Ileri Oluwa. Number one is wealth. Number two, paternity. Paternity fraud could be the motive of a kind of person or persons. But instead, the government were covering or the supposed, we see picture now. DNA, Said did not need any DNA of that boy. Are you telling me Said and every other person this girl slept with have not done the DNA? They have. Because when she took that stupid aborted day at Lamala 27-29 to do a maternity test, then she came to realize that okay, every individual that slept with her during that period that she got pregnant, let her start doing DNA. Are you telling me so? Let's leave that of Ileri Oluwa on his side.
Yes, ma. You know what? I said this a while ago. If not for wickedness, you said Baba Mohbad is the grandfather to Liam. Mm-hmm. You said Liam is Mohbad's son. Mm-hmm. And you didn't mind all these controversies around him.
Around it.
He didn't push you enough to say, I'm at the court. You know what? I need everything available right now. This week it has to be done just to prove that point. You are angry, you are ranting to the whole world, but that didn't push you to come and rant to the world and say, today, this DNA, they must do it today. You know, it's rubbish. It's obvious she was lying. She's lying. It's obvious. Yeah, you don't want to do the DNA. The reason why this has been just stretching. Otherwise, as a girl, you're a Gen Z. So all these troubles, you don't mind it. It's all fine for you to go through all these things that you think you went through. And still DNA is delaying and you're proud to be a mother.
1 minute, let's come back forward.
You're not protecting the image of your son. The boy you call your son. You want him to go through this. You think internet forgets?
No, you think she's
internet is lively now. It's going to get worse. It's going to be more open. They're going crazy with technologies. And you think things are kept far?
And I'm telling you, it's going to affect that boy.
It's just to support what you're saying, ma'am. Thank you.